Link Echo, and other than that, it's gonna be up to 9 with like a Yules to maybe try and control Hawk. So I'm kind of worried about the Spectre. I feel like the early game pressure is gonna be pretty hefty with the Centaur Warrunner.
I kind of wonder even if they're gonna try and match the Ursa up against the Spectre and lane. Do you think that's a decent way to do it?
Yeah, either lane could be troublesome for the Spectre.
Well, game number 2 about to get underway. Furzy versus Team Spirit and the open qualifier team. Just 80 short minutes away from potentially winning.
Kill 14 wewe.
Boom.
14 wewe.
And then the mass tips. Did they do
the tips affect it?
3, 2, 1, and then tip. Is that what happens there?
I think so. Everyone has tipped FNG in the entire game. Hashtag respect. Yeah. All right, very nice.
See, and that's the thing. I feel like you should really save a hold of those tips and like try and get like a really good one per game, because it like I remember I was thinking about like the Earthshaker tip the other day where they just tipped him one time after he missed the Echo when he was like trying to get him over and over and over again, and it's never working. Like that one, it felt like it was so much more painful than all the other tips combined. So you really want to tilt somebody.
Especially because he'd already been spamming the slamming question mark chat wheel, and then he didn't spam it when he missed. No. Anyway, they did spot this war being placed down by the Earthshaker, so we'll check that now with the Tango.
Rob. Amin.
And we go 2 and 2 here on the bounties. Do we? Oh, there we go. Go 3 and 1. I see. King Air is able to just grab the bounty from Spectre and
and suddenly Dota Plus. Hey, how does that work? It's now into the favor of Team Spirit, even though they got 3 bounty runs.
Beres.
Do not question Dota Plus. It just noticed there was a Spectre. I hadn't seen Skyder yet, and I was like, oh shit, is that Spectre? Hold on. Let me just fly on over here.
Like, they did not see, they were able to deward, they were able to get 3 bounty runes, but yeah, sure.
Like, everything has gone better. It really depends on lane matchups, I guess.
Itu repatch doang atau install ulang aja?
Install ulang, terus gua ekstrak lagi dari folder RAR-nya.
And we'll just have to wait and see. The poll was
and now the Fishers as well for manipulation.
This is a problem for Hesta Joe Rotten, as Furzy going to claim first blood on the Ursa, breaking the clarity on Viver.
Getting that done when there's like both the range creeps still left on the Radiant side, and they didn't have level 2, so there's no secondary skill. I mean, not that Earthshaker really has one when the game starts, but nothing available to try and slow down that Ursa.
Gitu nggak gua timpa.
Trying to get the side pull going off here as well. King R takes a lot of damage there from the CM.
So mid lane, it is going to be the Lina winning a little bit on the denies, and as the levels start to stack up, you look for these nukes to come out from the Lina. It is supposed to be a Lina favored matchup, whereas Nine will have to play more into that jungle area. Dire side, they don't have the best heroes for heading into that dire area and harassing. Like Earthshaker, CM, not really the 2 that you're envisioning. Going for some sort of a big rotation into there, so should be a relatively safe time for 9. It's Great Fisher bottom lane to help out on Hesta Joe.
Top lane also getting very low as King R, but he's going to be able to walk away with his life from FNG. Both lanes trading out a lot, and Hesta Joe gets the salve broken. Still got a lot of the regen from that one. Very scrappy back and forth we're seeing, but it's still Furzy coming out a little bit ahead. The exception of, well, even mid. Kind of weird because some of that's jungle.
Yeah. Net worth-wise, though, they are practically even, so it is indeed, I would say, a good sign for the Furzy, as they'll find the hard camp stack here too. Grab that.
They weren't able to find the Veno yet again, but they are just keeping him back underneath this tower, basically, and will keep the pressure on. The 1-2 build so far on this Venomancer. Every time Vanscore gets an opportunity to, spamming out abilities, pops the mango there, he's back Biver. TP back towards mid. 9, a little bit about half a level over him.
Vanscore, these 2-man Splinter Blasts are very hurtful, even at just level 2. And even though they can constantly spam from the CM, it is starting to hurt inside Team Spirit.
In lane 9 gets hit by the Cursed Crown. They were able to take away that haste rune. Deny coming from King R, and they do find the kill on Delina mid.
Big plays here from Furzy. Putting themselves ahead in the lane that's supposed to be going pretty well for old Team Spirit. That does cost a rotation away from the Spectre, so you'd say like, oh, I'm not able to pressure onto there, but she's not doing too hot. I mean, Afterlife, the wave was already pushing the tower anyway, so now Dark Willow's back in time for when they want to try and pressure onto the Spectre. And there will at least be a pull.
And about this is it's just like you have this lineup that wants to be able to play pretty well right now as they do find the kill on the Ursa. But it's not like things like get terrible late game. You have this Storm Spirit that's going to be really solid too, hard to contain. He can sort of pick off the other one heroes, and we've seen time and again now that Spectres are no longer completely immortal. Onya down to very low HP, but we'll be able to make it to the shrine. I feel like they can take this late, I guess is what I'm saying with Furzy.
Yeah, I think as long as the Ursa has an alright start and just gets into those basic items, he's always going to be a threat on the Spectre no matter what she gets. We've seen the Venomancer kind of falling off a little bit. In this game, it's not so bad because it's just like an off lane and they have a Spectre and Alina who are both pretty hard hitters, and it's mostly about vision and control from the Venomancer, but it's not a hard control, and that is something that you really want versus Storm Spirit.
Diver being pummeled. They do have the CM in the area to help him out. There was another hero rotating for the dive. Scan hits onto King R, and Laguna Blade just used their mid, and Raindrop save lives.
Yeah, they will secure the bottom rune though for 9 and smoke up during that. So it is spotted by the Radiant though with this ward on the high ground, as you can see from the pings by FNinja. And Dahag will just retreat back to the safety of his tower.
And score
oh my god, Scudder isn't gonna last it in like a minute and a half.
Yeah, it's not great.
Holy. I mean, neither is the Ursa, to be fair. They've both been at 19 and 18 for the past while.
You feel like though it's more important for the Spectre to get big than the Ursa to get big?
Well, he's out of there. He's gonna go farm the jungle. That is something Spectre will not do quite as fast. And he thinks there's wards around his tower just because of the way that the Earthshaker was playing, but he won't be correct. They are just playing extremely aggressively. And this is now going to draw a lot of heroes into Storm Spirit's jungle, right? Like, this is kind of what Storm wants for farming. He doesn't want to share with anyone. It might be a free kill, though.
Yeah, if they get this Earth Spirit, so Earthshaker rather, things start to look a little bit better. And King R also, they got the Cursed Crown onto him. Sejo moving in towards King R as well. Then the Stampede coming out as they're trying to chase them down. Jump forward 9 in no man's land. They just find that kill as well. King R maybe going to get denied here with the Gale. They get the catch. Nice combo and chase forward with that Splinter Blast. Fissure block looking for their opening, and they will get it.
So what was the plan there? I guess they were looking for a vision to prep for level 6 on the Spectre, and then to help with the Lina to come through on the next round of runes. Like, for if there was a haste or an invis, she'd then be able to abuse the vision and try and kill a Storm Spirit. But the Ursa having retreated there just becomes a blockade. And although there's a lot of heroes you could run into as a CM and an Ursa or an Earthshaker be fine, but Ursa can obviously turn that around very quickly, especially with the help of a Winter Wyvern too. And then with 9 in the area, as you said, pretty devastating loss there for Team Spirit.
And they didn't even get the kill.
Or the wards down.
Literally nothing going well for them.
No. And now they're moving under a Radiant Observer ward just outside that sentry range. Great placement there from Furzy.
Again, a big commitment moving towards this top side. They spot out 9 also. The Cursed Crown's going to be there. It's the only level 4 on King R. Can't do any substantial damage after the fact, but they're going to keep their Ursa alive. This rotation's not really going to bear fruit. Everybody else farming while Afro Ninja's going to try and push down the tier 1 tower a little bit in the mid lane.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Skyder's catching up a bit though. It's quite a bit more CS than him before. He's going to get this whole wave under the towers, so some benefits now for Team Spirit as the Aquila comes through.
And score. Up by the Gale. Close to that 10-minute mark for the runes. Still just level 5 on the Ursa. They do have Haunt.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Stampede bottom. Trying to find the Venomancer. They need to be careful about how far they dive here. Double edge out as well as the strike array. The Haunt to turn it, trying to find this kill here. Can they kill anybody off? It looks like they will take down Afterlife.
Okay, they forced the Haunt down here too, so 4-hero rotation. If they can get some of these other lanes, it won't be too bad for Furzy, but Team Spirit were a little bit on the back foot, so I'm sure they feel all right getting a kill there. And some involvement for the Spectre, who does get the final hit too, very important. Something they've been kind of struggling with, I feel like, for a lot of Team Spirit early game kills, where it's been like Skyder has been rotating in a couple times on the Spectres in their games and the Wraith Kings too, and he's never quite getting the last hit, but really needed it this time. Helps secure his treads.
Will TP back up towards the top side of the map. Do have Enrage on Ursa. FNG just sitting behind in case they decide to fully commit. And level 6 on Dark Willow. Are they going to try and make some magic happen? Or drop down? Just keeping their vision over there. Another ward drop. This one by the Dire. Going to be dewarded quickly, I assume.
Right on top of the sentry, but it will take someone to come and actually see it. Oh, with that rotation coming through, although Hesajo, you know, he's got 1 death so far. That was the one at the very beginning for First Blood. Other than that, he's been just fine with the saving from his allies. And now he's going to move into a hood here, it looks like. So that'll be the pipe for the team. Decent amount of magic damage from the Radiant side. Not really overwhelming, but has to make sure that he can survive in these engagements, as well as just giving yourself that general sustain that you get from a hood. Trying to play like down in this part of the map as a Venomancer. Keep pushing into the bottom lane. We've seen several games where it's like been hard for those kind of heroes, like you think of Coddles or Beastmasters, or in this case the Venomancer, where there've been a lot of Storm Spirit picks, a lot of Spectre picks. Earthshaker is also another one in this game who's going to be very good at it, where it doesn't feel like you can play very far away from safety. So it can be hard to get like that maximum efficiency. We might have a little bit more 5-man Dota on this one.
Kind of what it feels like, doesn't it?
Yeah. A lot of catch being picked in these qualifiers.
Invisibility.
Poor Solo was the largest victim of that, but yeah, he got to the major already, so we don't have to pity him at all.
A little bit unfortunate here with the nighttime vision. They do see the Radiant team, but Radiant weren't able to see the ward that was dropped down there, it looked like. So, full commitment over here to the side. Fiver.
Yeah. Going for the big ward. And it only sees this far, though. Doesn't actually scare anyone under the tower. He didn't go for the one past the tree line.
There's the fissure to start things off. Chase forward for the Ursa. Still has Enrage in case they want to fully go for this one. And the Stampede chase in. They hit Poison Nova onto 3. Follow-up is going to be there as well. With the Winter's Curse onto 2. Followed up by the Terrorize. They get him. Laguna Blade does take down 1. That's Van Score dead. But they also are going to be able to kill off the Earthshaker. And now Skyder left alone. Gonna try and chase him out as well. 9 trying to buy a little bit of space for his core, and a good light strike right onto 2 might actually be what they need to turn this back around. They have a double edge after that hook stomp with 3 dead on Furzy. They're going to be able to find themselves one last kill for Team Spirit. That's 4 dead. Beautifully played.
Yeah, I thought that was going to be a complete miss for Team Spirit with that Haunt coming so late, but in the end, that's a huge win for them. They get 4 kills versus the 3, all of the gold. Pod on Spectre, almost 700 as well as 1,000 experience. And all carried through there by 9. Great plays on the Lina.
Nobody focused him. I mean, I guess you're still lacking a lot of the initiation items that you need. That blink on the Ursa, but the Winter's Curse didn't catch him. The Storm Spirit decided to go elsewhere, which I think was probably still the right decision, but Lina dealing by far the most damage in that fight.
She's He's going to be going for that Bloodstone again. What's it look like this game? Ugh. I hate it.
I can tell you wanted to be like so.
I wanted to look for it and be like, maybe there's a better reason. I don't know. I don't get it. Not a fan.
That's fair. And particularly given what happened last time we saw this, a little bit earlier on today, for anybody that missed the game, was 3 deaths very, very quickly. Well, not very quickly, but then the game was just over. They strike Gray, connects on the Centaur again. This is a big, tanky beast of a horseman, though. Not going to be easily killed off.
It's I guess it's a way to try and make use of your Venomancer, right? If you go for this Bloodstone, you're essentially saying, I have faith in my Venomancer to create enough space in these team fights that I'm not the one getting dumped on. As they go in for this bounty rune, you will set up, and they'll have the L8 Fisher here to follow, but Enrage will reduce a lot of the damage.
King our Bedlam wall TP'ing. They find themselves the Ursa, though, and Echo Slam as well as a Laguna Blade finishes off that kill. Ban score? They dropped a Sentry Ward down, and then they still have a little bit of vision over here behind the tower.
Yeah, I think that that's basically Nine just having faith in his Venomancer. He's going to build this thing because that's who the burden's going to be on, to make sure that the Plague are ahead in time, and we'll be stopping the Ursa and cutting him during these fights. And then hopefully that Bloodstone is going to take you into that next round of items for the Lina, where you can then get into this BKB and try and keep yourself safe from the Storm Spirit.
Okay.
I think it's risky. Didn't pay off last time, but see if this game's any better.
Yeah. It is still the same issue of the Storm Spirit, though, being the one top. And I mean, I guess, honestly, all the heroes. It's really tough.
She's just such a good target too for Storm. Like,
yeah.
And I've been talking about the Veno. I guess the other person is gonna be Biver there. A lot of pressure onto him, but he's pretty far behind. He looks more like one of those position 5 shakers, like PPD style or something. He's just now getting in towards Tranquils. Not being better than a whole lot. Oh, that's big kill.
Blink reveal, and it's easy as pie for Afro Ninja, who takes that.
They don't even have any vision. Like in this area, like this is where that happens, and now you come through to support on the Dire side and start dropping sentries all around here, and then you realize there wasn't even a ward.
Very disheartening. But according to Dota Plus, they're still gonna win. 60-40.
All right.
I think the biggest thing is just the Spectre again always being that threat of you can win a couple of team fights, start to turn things a little bit around, put yourself in a solid position. And we do have the Blink Dagger coming up very soon. Ursa here. Tier 1 tower goes down. Bottom lane. With multiple blinks soon. Could be just pick off after pick off. Team Spirit losing heroes.
So that smoke, it was spotted there. If they were looking, a couple heroes kind of vanished under that ward, but it wasn't an incredibly obvious one or anything. And F Ninja
be a big kill for them.
Looks like he's kind of aware. Yeah,
it's waiting.
Good, good circle drawn there by F Ninja. Grab the entire team. So maybe they'll TP top to try and look for a kill. Depends if they reveal themselves.
They have this blink here on the Ursa. And he decides to walk in, immediately jumps. The TP's coming in mass. They're going to try and come and save them, but the Winter's Curse down. Oh, that was so well done by Furzy.
Yeah. Another great reveal here.
Like, recognizing that the TPs were going to come from one location as close as they can with the tower there, and just sitting on the Winter Wyvern ready to curse them.
Oh, Dota Plus like that.
Yeah?
Yep, Dota Plus is into it. Switching sides, it's back on the Furzy train.
19 minutes, 11-7, and the tier 1 tower assaulted.
By the gods, the Dire's bottom tower
We are getting close to 4 staffs. I think that is one of the things you can probably get in this game. Just about everybody. It is only just the Venomancer for now.
Yeah, a lofty goal for old FNG. I don't know if he'll quite get there. Good Glimmer game, though.
Oh, jump in, pawned out. Finding themselves one. The fear to interrupt everything, though, and Skitter left alone. Can he take down King R? Ninja TPing away. Stampede run. It's still getting out of there with the Gale. It does connect. Deny comes in from the Ursa. The second one of the game.
Yeah, and Afterlife with the Stampede, the LSA, which is a fraction of a second too long for 9, didn't have a chance to follow up on his Yules. And that's what helped aid the escape there, the Centaur.
20 minutes in, and Percy have been making all the right moves. We talked about this in one of the earlier games that we have. When you lose a game like they did in the last series, where it just sort of feels like you should have been winning, you should have been able to take it, and then it doesn't come together at the end, it can sometimes have an effect going into game number 2. In a way, it's kind of what it feels like a little bit.
Yeah, they're also just executing very well. Like, both times they purchased their Blink Dagger, they got the kill on Spectre, which is the dream scenario. It can't get any better than that. And considering it's been at its best, and they're only in a 1k lead, it shows how fragile this game was for them. But they're hitting the moves they need to. They will spot the fact that Roche goes down to them, but Storm will get the Aegis, they'll back up, and no retaliation here from Team Spirit.
Seeing themselves in a potential spot to snowball. Ninja going to have this full Bloodstone completed. Level 16 up there as well. Lena also very finishing off hers. Finishing off this farm, but as we've seen time and again, Bloodstone on the Storm Spirit sometimes being a little bit more effective than the one on the lead.
Yeah, Richie might suffer the same fate with the old Ursa.
We do almost have a Manta style done for Spectre. Ultimate Orb and the Yasha completed. One of the ways to try and stay alive, and also just do a nice little increase in DPS with those points in the Desolate. Decide to go for the stats, which is what we've been seeing more often today at least. They rotate up here top. Eyes onto the Storm. They jump off to the side, find Hestejo. Poison Nova's going, but these two cores should be able to find a kill. The pipe is popped, trying to chase forward for more. The Echo Slam turnaround, and he's just gonna jump in for more. He wants to take this fight, wants to be able to come back with that Aegis. Laguna Blade was down onto one. King R still living with that Terrorize there. And the jump in, the stomp in wasn't good enough. The Life Striker and the turnaround with the Manta out. Can they do it in time? No, they can't quite. And now Afro Ninja gonna try and get the cleanup. The double edge secures the kill onto the Maiden. And now another hoof stomp in 3 seconds, and the bottle regen coming in from the Storm. He's got his eyes on the prize. And that prize is 9 with 16 Bloodstone charges. Can they kill him off in time? The 3-person to jump in. He's so low, but they are going to be able to find that kill just about underneath tower, but he doesn't give a damn. Storm Spirit also finishing off onto Bibber. He actually spin the tower instead of the Earthshaker. The TP's in. He needs to get out. Oh, but the Bramble Maze is going to keep him alive. And 18 Bloodstone charges. They found their Lena.
Oh, so close. I thought Lena was going to go there with the Bloodstone charge. I thought I was going to be wrong. And then Ursa comes back in with like 150 HP. And just completely goes with the old kamikaze onto the Lena. Got it done. Completely worth it. Deserved tip. Yeah, hand him over.
Give him in there.
Oh, man. It is so painful. Oh, the Guardian Greaves were forged to honor the Omniscience. That's a interesting tip. I bet Slacks wrote that. Sounds so slacksy. Ugh.
I would love to see if he actually did write any tips and put them in the game.
Let's see. There's one here. Does your team have a Medallion of Courage, an Urn of Shadows, or a Vladimir's Offering? It can be more effective to build items that benefit the whole team. All right, well, let's check here. Furzy, they have an Urn of Shadows.
Okay.
They don't have a Medallion. They don't have a Vlads. Ooh. Dire Side. Uh-oh. Oh, no. They don't have even an Urn of Shadows. Oh, well, they're not reading the tips. Maybe this will change their mind. These tips are game-changing. If someone shift queues Urn after this, I mean, we're gonna have to have okay, this Veno has Spirit Vessel queued. I'm just saying.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying. Right. You know, the tips, guys. I mean, yes, he builds Spirit Vessel every game, but ignore that.
So what you're telling me, and I agree with you here, is that you are now considering the in-game tips the cheating mode. This is outside coaching being brought into the game.
Yeah,
this
I'm gonna have to put that in there. Yeah, this is Dota Plus. You know, this is like basically
pay to win.
Role selection in action once more here. That kind of pay to win Dota Plusness that goes for everyone. It makes no sense. But anyway, denied groups grant 25% 25% of their normal experience to both teams.
Okay.
Oh, I hope you guys knew that.
Now I do. I've just been keeping mine stuck on that each hero has a primary attribute: strength, agility, or intelligence. Every point in your hero's primary attribute increases their attack damage by 1.
Ah, yes. Yeah. I'm out of tips. Oh no, they just come back before they're. Oh no, I was not reading it.
It's okay.
Now I'll never know something about Earthshaker.
You know, we could pause it again and say, "Excuse me, guys, we need to finish our tips."
I think I have the pause unbound.
I actually do too.
Yeah, I'm too scared.
That would be the worst. There have been a couple of those throughout time. Not that often, though.
The best one was Merlini because he had the default change to a graph. I think it was Manila Major. So he went to open up the net worth graph and it was just Merlini paused the game. Or Manila Master is what it was. Yeah. Good time. FNJ, top lane.
This is CM's life now. Poor FNG. He just does not have like no counterplay at all. 3,000 net worth lead. 24 minutes into the game. This is the type of moment where you got to dig deep your team spirit. Get everybody back on track. Get everybody on the same page. Try and put together a gank or something. You need to find something here. And the TP's in. Maybe this is their moment. Up here in the north, they have the CM and the Centaur.
It's all on Shaker. Trying to bait the Spectre.
Fire scan. They expect somebody over there. It just misses on the Centaur barely. And Shaker passes. No! Oh, the echo he wants it.
Panicking.
Oh no! They juke. Do we jukes the other way? Oh god, they can't find him. Centaur Warrunner is just standing still. Literally every spell in the game is trying to get him, and they are eventually going to be able to find it. The Laguna Blade out as well. Yule Scepter lift up. Just hit that space created button.
I won't lie. That was unexpected.
Oh my god.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Look at how many spells are cast.
Almost got out of there. 2,000 experience. Jeez, that was a lot with everyone being there.
Wasn't it a 3,000 gold played before that kill? I feel like
there was a lot of spell.
Jump in.
No, not the Lina.
Haunt. All right, they bait out the Haunt. Chasing for more. King R does still have Terrorize available, but the Light Strike Ray gonna connect. Like we said, getting their feet back under him. Team Spirit. This is what they needed.
That's 2 more Bloodstone charges then. It's back up to 12 for 9. Your Haunt is down now though, so maybe it's for the Radiant side when the Centaur and the Dark Willow have both returned. Centaur have long till his ulti here. Back up now. Okay. Maybe see a Radiant Smoke while this is down. Dark Willow already has one in the inventory, which is pretty close to her own Yules too. Should be very nice in this game. Up control of this
Definitely
Lina.
They're going as 3. And showing right now mid, 2 sisters, as well as a random Earthshaker. They are not under any vision at all, but as they walk up onto high ground, you might be able to get up here as Furzy before the smoke breaks. Jumps forward, finds the CM, the fissure to try and interrupt it, but they have the Orchid out already onto Earthshaker. silence down.
Oh, nice.
He's killed. Chasing for more. They find the Lina. You'll send the lift up, but the Stampede is there for the follow, and the deny comes out. Now looking for more. The Winter's Curse down. They're going to start building up the stacks in a second here of the Fury Swipes if they want to. Catch, kill, done.
Couldn't find a bash on the CM, but gets one there as Centaur will help with stomping too. And they'll stomp down this tower, as I highly doubt it's going to have anything to do with stopping it.
Oh, that is, again, from bad to worse, 7,000 gold lead right now. And the most important thing is that it's the Spectre that's sitting at 8,900 net worth. The lowest of all of the cores in this game has just been so heavily controlled the entire time. And as you mentioned earlier, this Ursa is just never going to let up.
And Yules is now done for Dark Willow too. Wow, even Vanscore has an item. That is very exciting. This is what happens when you're on a support that can actually farm and not a silencer.
What's he got here? Oh, Glimmer Cape. Nifty. You get the ward.
By the gods,
Yeah, a game for that Glimmer Cape too.
What a brave tower.
Oh, 9 does BKB. So this game is better than the last time with the Bloodstone. It has still helped him farm because he's still keeping the charges relatively high. He's not losing them too fast. And he has the most last hits on his team. Right up there with the Storm. So obviously FNJ with 23 Bloodstone charges is just a fiend. 60, he can't even lose mana while farming. He couldn't lose mana if he tried. Pretty much the point he's at.
That's actually insane. That, Kaya, Orchid. 3 items of doom. Going for the BKB next. Want to close this one out if at all possible. 9 finishes off her own BKB. They hit the scan now, Radiant. You do have the smoke up towards mid.
I don't really like fighting that much right now as the Radiant side, honestly. I'm not sure. I mean, if they have a perfect idea where they are, well, it looks like they do. Just like everything's ready for the Dire side. You don't have the BKB yet on the Storm. And it's kind of close, and you farm so fast. It kind of feels like a moment where they're both so close. Like they're 1,000 gold away on both Storm and Ursa for BKB.
I think that part of it might have been also the Haunt comes out. They spot him, looking for the Ursa, and they are going to be able to get him after the fact. Haunted now trying to take down King R. It's not really that great a fight. Echo Slam doesn't hit on any of them again. Now the Winter's Curse. It's caught a couple. Can they kill him off in time? It's still a Cold Embrace on that Ursa, keeping him alive, and they will eventually find a kill. FNG and that ultimate go, and Pro Ninja still trying to chase, seeing if they can get out of there. They don't have the Ag Centaur ulti any longer. And Trent, you said they shouldn't have fought. I'm starting to feel like you are a prophet, because that was terrible.
That was first missed Echo Slam too.
Another Yule Scepter there trying to run, but it was never going to be enough.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
At least Storm survived. Didn't lose any Bloodstone charges. That is one upside for them. Vanscore will even go in deep here and perhaps fake planting a ward and at least kill a creep wave. But he has no TP.
Uh-oh. Glimmer? Run, hide. He's up on the high ground. Next.
He's on the cliff.
More space created. Oh no, what's happening? Hestijo dies.
Dude, Vanscore. What space? All right, he's got Glimmer.
Endangered bird.
Oh, so that will be a solo kill for the Storm Spirit. But yeah, I mean, problems with that fight, the Ursa he fully targeted the Overpower onto an illusion of the Spectre, and we also had the Terrorize completely whiffed too. So, a couple big spells missing from Team Spirit, even with the, for Furzy, and even with the lack of a good Echo, as there was a quick zip from FNJ. Still a pretty bad fight for Furzy, so yeah, I don't know. That was a bold maneuver to say the least.
Yeah, I mean, I think that part of the reason was because they felt like, all right, Centaur Ags, we can make a play and find some kills or whatever, but you said, just wait for those BKBs. Don't go crazy. Take full advantage of the lead that you have. Because now, Oh, need to be careful. Fiverr, Fissure, they open it up with that this time. He's still pretty close to the ankle slam. Not quite there in time. The cold embrace with the glimmer cape. They turn it back around yet again. And now trying to turn onto one. With a big hoof stomp. FNG still living for the moment. Apple Ninja able to catch now onto the Earthshaker. Still can't get anything off at all. And they kill him off. They take down the CM. All the bits and pieces of control are taken away. And Apple Ninja is let loose on the Dire team. The other side of things, they get the head hook stomp onto Hef. So just Echo Slam with the buyback comes back in. Fissure onto 3, not bad. They take down the Ursa, now looking to see if they can kill off the Centaur to boot. And they will get him with that Diffusal Blade, so they buy back and get into there with Biver.
Okay, I'm curious to see how the recap looks for this, but man, the initiation was so close to taking down the Storm Spirit too, and then his BKB shows up on the Courier, and he's able to hop back in that fight, and it looks like 1,565 gold for the Spectre. So yeah, the Earthshaker buyback, well worth it. Will end up being about an 1,800 gold swing to the Dire side, and again, that is Ursa going down close to his BKB twice with the dieback.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Like, he was 1,000 gold away from BKB, and now he's gold away from BKB.
That's not the way to win. And it starts to become a bigger and bigger problem, particularly if right now Team Spirit can go in and finish off Roche. Radiant scanning, anticipating them staying on the high ground, but Storm Spirit just going to zip in, realize this is happening. Yule Scepter lift up. They're going to be able to find it, but the BKB comes out as well. Can they kill off this Earthshaker in time? The fear is there also on the Venomancer. Hasn't gotten any of his abilities off, and now Aqua Ninja jumps out. Nine not able to find it with the Light Strike Array. Still Roche starting to fall down low. Rooted for the moment. Skitter in the R2 down the brim, needs to go in another round. They're able to get it. Aegis is picked up by Hestejo though. Skitter down low, and they might be able to find the kill. He's so close. The fourth down, the jump away, docked out. Oh, beautiful play there from the in his buddy's life. The jump back in. They're going to kill off that Venomancer, but they keep Pepper alive by the skin of his teeth. Still, rough stuff for Spirit. It's a triple kill for Hakon. Oh man.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's it looked good for a minute when they won that fight in the middle lane, but of course that cost them a lot of buybacks, and they go right for the Roche, trying to cement some sort of lead and try and gain back control of this game. Kind of have to take some risks, there's no doubt about that. So very well fought at the Radiant Pit, or the Roche Pit rather, by first. I mean, you have a Storm Spirit, you have a Winter Wyvern. Skyder's been spamming that a lot. No, what the fuck?
Just
yeah.
No.
Thanks, Kinger.
I mean, I guess, you know, it's sort of like a bit of a not real victory, Spectre getting out on nothing, but it does feel like as this game goes on, like the sheep stick Spectre pickup that we've seen time and again against the Storm Spirit, it is an answer. Like, how worried would you be about that right now if you're Furzy?
I don't know. Not really. Like, I feel like there's a lot of coverage coming. I have 33 Bloodstone charges right now on my Storms. Okay. I feel like he's gonna be able to farm a Shiva's and the Lincoln Sphere before that site ever materializes.
Fair enough.
He's a rich boy. You are right though. The fact that he stays alive means that he actually has a chance of getting there.
Well, and like it's sort of, I don't know. I guess that Aegis taken away from Furzy right now. They can still basically kill anybody they want. Echo. Oh no, that's not the way to do it. They jump in the fear though. It's gonna keep him alive. Just barely he gets out. Again, Apple Ninja able to live. Skitter eats the cheese though, trying to turn this one onto him. Can they keep it alive in time? He ends up going down, but he's gonna be back up in just a second. And maybe he wants to die so that way he can come back in with a second life here. He's TPing to the shrine. Can he come in and clean up? Skitter to the rest of Team Spirit running away. The long zip in coming from downtown finds himself 9. Another round of it. The BKB is out. Skitter going to be chased out as well. They get the pull back in with the electric vortex. The Orchid onto him, trying to take down the Spectre. And even though he ends up falling, can they get him down again? They can't quite. Spectre still lives.
90 HP. The site is real. It might be coming. Oh, and the Centaur on the side. Man, he no hesitation there. He saw that Storm Spirit. He just went for it, and he was like, "Man, I hope my team can get here in time because I'm starting this fight," and it ends up benefiting them. I'm pretty sure in the end it's going to, at least if we see the fight recap. The old Venomancer always delays these things.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but it looked like Afro Ninja was like willing to accept his death there to get back into the fight, because he went in with like no mana, no HP.
Yeah, he could have just denied himself though.
Right.
So I don't know. I think he thought maybe there's a chance he survives, which is true. I mean, perhaps the dispersion wasn't going to be enough to kill him or something.
Yeah.
Oh, is the reality button stuck on for you on Spectre? Or
no.
Okay. Yeah, I guess mine's weird.
You got some bugs happening.
Yeah, that's cool though.
Oh, only a 3,000 gold lead now. Let's check in with our co-caster Dota Plus. Ooh, 52. All right, all right.
It's losing the faith. Going back to its true calling of the Purple Lady, the Velvet Fog.
The Velvet Fog?
Been watching a lot of Seinfeld. Can't get into.
I have not watched Seinfeld before.
God, you disappoint me.
I'm sorry, Trent. Please. Oh, get her. They have a good vision over here. And Storm Spirit getting into position to fight. Both teams have decent vision. Hoof stomp there onto the Venomancer. They pull in, trying to take down one. Can they kill her off in time? No. That's actually going to be Blizzard going down those 70 seconds. No buyback. Damage coming out now with the Poison Nova. They also throw out that Gale. Not going to connect off to the side. 9 takes down 1. It's the Storm Spirit dead while all this was happening. And they might also lose the Centaur War Runner. 9 trying to dodge away. The return actually kind of laying into himself pretty heavily there. Is 9 eventually going to be able to find that kill.
The chain stuns.
How did Storm die?
I'm not sure. He denied himself.
Okay. Was a buyback from the CM as well.
I was not watching Storm either. And no Echo Slam too, so. Gonna be another win for the Dire side, bring this lead down to about 1K. I'm predicting Dota Plus is now fully switched sides, I'm going to assume here. Okay, it's actually dead 50-50.
Wow. Eats.
But I think within the next minute or two, it's likely to switch over to side Team Spirit, because things are looking pretty damn good. I can't believe the Spectre's actually gonna get Scythe. It seems like they have lost a ton of their momentum from the Radiant side. Denying out that Aegis really hurt the aggression that they could exert with the Storm Spirit. And they're starting to get to the point where, like, yeah, that Bloodstone, it hurt quite a bit at the beginning for 9, he kept getting killed, but even with this BKB being down to 5 seconds, like now into the Shadow Blade 2, it is really hard to start bringing him down.
Yeah.
And who does Storm zip on that's effective? You can't solo bring down this Spectre. The follow-up right-click damage, they can't find it from the Ursa. Every time he's just stuck hitting the illusions. So if Dahak can't actually find the Spectre, then they can't fight.
I've been wanting this.
So solid vision needed, the initiation to come out. Looks like Storm has the Bloodthorn in mind, but there it is. Long awaited. And last time Spectre got this item against the Storm Spirit, they're able to take a win off of it.
Now, however,
no Lincoln Sphere yet.
If this Ursa BKBs and kills the Spectre, they just lose, possibly, because there's no buyback.
Jumps in, finds him at the start, trying to take down the CM from the get-go, and they pop the Aeon Disc onto Hestijo, has the Poison Nova already out, need to run the stick onto Storm, but the follow-up Fear, it only catches onto 1. Can they kill him? With a Cold Embrace, keeps him alive, and there's going to be the Winter's Curse controlling 1, and now need to get out of there as soon as possible. The Ursa couldn't kill him, they jump back in, but he doesn't end up being able to get away. That is going to be a dead Spectre. 90 seconds, 9 jumps in to try and run down that Storm Spirit, but it's not going to happen in time.
The body blocks
no TP.
With the wards. The slow, painful death for this Centaur.
Look at Storm, though. He turns this over. He's going to find Lina. He was standing on top of a sentry ward. He thought he could get out of there. They do take down that Centaur, but they kill off Lina.
And now a couple of runes here. Keep him out on the map as well. With this bottle, he's going to get... Oh, that was coming in. Not concerned.
Does still have the BKB, obviously. Although he doesn't actually have a TP. Is Hestijo just going to...
Nah, he's fine.
Okay.
I guess he's still standing. after a gargantuan engagement. And the fact that they were able to bring down everyone else just means there was no real punishment for losing the Spectre with no buybacks. So relief there for the side of Team Spirit. Curse Crown up here.
And the CM immediately broken. The Curse Crown. Not much else you could do in that instance, but looks a little funny.
Wow, still goes Bloodthorn. No Lincolns.
Yeah, I guess just depending upon his team to make the plays for him. We're getting to 25s though. Who else has it right now? Is the Storm Spirit and the Lina. Going for the attack range instead of the Dragon Slave cooldown. Spectre getting close with that dispersion increase. Don't expect to see the Haunt Illusion damage. Of course, the nasty Venomancer. Can't believe this is just game 2 of our second series of the day.
Well, I got rocked into reality.
Yeah, we're chilling.
Yeah, I was trying to explain to Sarah. I was just like, yeah, no, I'll be done. Like, well, yesterday it was only supposed to be 2 series.
Right.
Okay, yeah, no, I'll be done this time. It's like, okay, well, it's 3 series, but we're starting 3 hours earlier. So how could that extend my day? Well, let me tell you a story about several 60-minute plus games. And here we are.
ED and a regen. Ready to rock, ready to roll. Storm Spirit's going to keep it there for the moment. So he can come back in for a second round if he needs to. They've already found one. It is going to be that Venomancer. Kicking forward with the Am Disc already procking. He's feared. He's rooted. He's killed. CM also going to be caught there by the Winter's Curse.
They got the Ursa.
It looks like with the Ursa down,
yeah, they can't kill.
They're not going to be able to take it.
And Vanscore will just die in the back line, essentially holding them back from chasing the rest of Furzy. Ursa went from hero to 0.
Was it all based off that BKB pretty much, that slowdown?
I think a lot of it is definitely the BKB timing, because it just means he's not into his Abyssal Blade quick at all. Like, that was supposed to be a big acceleration moment for him, and then not being able to actually just lock down the Spectre.
Fiverr looking for it. He finds the backlines, but it's not the Storm Spirit. He gets caught by the Hex though, and now they're going to completely dismantle him. The Hoof Stomp trying to make it happen. The Fissure is there as well. He gets the jump out. The buyback comes from the Ursa, but the lift up is there with the Yule Scepter. Echo Slam now down onto the Dark Willow. Can they kill off 9 in time? This Ursa trying to catch. He gets the bash now onto Skitter. Needs another one in a second. Can he find it? He can't buy one, but the Hoof is there. The Fissure interrupts yet again, but they take down the Spectre. Does have buyback if they want to take it. Long duration still under 9, but the chase away. Ninja has him in his sights. Light Strike right not going to find. BKB immediately coming after the Frostbite is there. A double edge, a right click. The deny comes first. But again, Afro Ninja living.
Can't believe we got out of that initial part there. Not going for the Lincoln Sphere. I mean, there's the argument that can just be popped by the defusal into the Scythe, which is what we saw previously in the Storm game, so maybe that's what's causing Afro Ninja to just ignore it. But so close to dying there. The Global Help from Stampede certainly helping there. Oh, I like that Centaur.
But now Spectre gonna annihilate his friend. There's no more Earth Spirit here. Skinner in trouble. The Hoof Stomp. They got him caught. He's done. This is a dieback.
Oh my god, his HP dropped so fast on Centaur, but there's a hell of a lot of it. 4K to get through. And yeah, they're gonna know that he's not coming back. Do they just push down mid? The wave isn't there. They're instead just gonna play. I guess the Veno coming back so soon. It's not really worth it. Guarantee themselves this refresher shard, double stampede with the the damage protection. Ah, there's my Earthshaker tip. Earthshaker relies heavily on items like Blink Dagger and Force Staff to get into a good position to use his spells. Limiting his mobility is crucial for mitigating his damage output. Thank you. That's a great tip.
They limited his mobility, all right. God, the back and forth. I have not seen a Centaur be this effective with the Hoof Stomps in a while. I gotta say, freaking Afterlife has been having he's been their star player of the tournament so far.
Yeah, especially because he's not getting like the 10th pick kind of deal. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's pretty easy to look over the 10th pick in comparison. Obviously, he's still have to be an extremely good player, but this guy's getting like the hard deal and still makes it work.
Okay, 80 seconds, no Spectre. What can they do? Or do they even try and do anything?
I think they might just have to be happy with what they have. Any chance to get a tier 3? I don't think so. Ideally, they just want wards in this perimeter. What's the gem situation? You got any floating around?
I don't see any.
Oh, we got Centaur has his. Okay. So that is it is Furzy's own gems. They didn't steal it or anything. So this is what you want to do. You just want to deny out any vision that exists, and they have got this wave here, and they have the double stampede. We are indeed going to get at least a tier 3.
Everything for my Storm Spirit. He's creating a lot of remnants. Throw out the damage. The Cursed Crown is going to be there onto FNG. Makes it so hard for anybody from Team Spirit to really initiate. Blink Dagger is being canceled. Still there with the Aegis. Ready for the Stampede if they need it. There's a DD at the bottom rune location, but with Spectre back up again, it looks like they're going to be happy just taking it down. Jump in, Hoof Stomp, BKB. Good reaction by 9. Back out yet again. Stampede, run away, take down Shrines. I mean, I think that it's pretty easy to feel like, you know, Storm is just such a strong hero in the late game, but it's also worth noting this is like 11,000 net worth over the next highest in the game for Afro Ninja. He's been playing spectacularly.
He just has such a ridiculous amount of mana regen that he is farming. He's just infinite farming capabilities. Any creep that he sees, he can just destroy. And they don't have the best catch. All they have is the Scythe, and now there is that Linking Sphere to give them a little bit more reaction time.
I'm over here.
Believable game for him. We are starting to get towards maybe some more items for a couple of these supports. FNG.
The entire lead is actually FNinja.
Yeah.
You can see the impact it has on your teammates, right? It's like when you play with a Naga Siren, where you're so poor, even when you're winning, you just feel like, my god, I can't get a creep wave anywhere.
Very annoying. Just noticed 25 on Centaur. Extra duration off Hoof Stomp stun. So 4.25 seconds. Whole lot of pain come out in that time.
Yeah, it's nice to have a stun time for as long as the cast time.
We're gonna take down this shrine. No vision in the area right now for the Radiant. And it looks like he's just gonna come in and test the waters. So difficult to deal with that.
Yeah, like, just you get to see all of that. It is really ridiculous. And then it only takes him 30 seconds to regen his whole mana pool.
89. This is without using bottle or anything.
Yeah, he's basically just sitting in the fountain right now.
So nuts.
Oh, FNG. A brave mission here. Has the TP home. Yeah, it's a nice play though.
All right, goes in, forces out the BKB, gets some vision, chasing forward for more there. They're able to get the lift up onto one. It's also fear, but it doesn't hit onto anybody. He gets Hex though, caught in some trouble. They have the Centaur ulti, trying to turn this back around, and he's backing up the regen. And they chase down and kill off the Storm Spirit Aegis. One time through, does look like it's gonna happen. What else do they have in the tank? FNG gets the Frostbite, going for the ulti now. The chase forward for more. Haunt down, trying to take down this Ursa, with the Storm Spirit killing off one. Can he kill off any more? King R, very low HP. Spectre is away, still alive. The 4-step up to the high ground keeps the Venomancer alive too. All together, Light Strike right hits, and they get a kill.
Yeah, they're slowed down here.
CM.
They want to try and catch someone.
The Hoof Stomp misses completely. Vanscore does go for the Cold Embrace, trying to keep his buddy alive, but he has the Meteor Hammer. Maybe he's going to be able to land that afterwards. Echo Slam misses yet again, but they do find the fissure. Able to find themselves another kill. Can they kill off this Ursa in time? They do. No buyback for him. Skidder almost dead, is going to go down. Godlike, 100 seconds dead, and it's all again after Afro Ninja. He dives, he jukes, he tries to get out of there, but he eventually goes down. 15 seconds. And 4 dead.
River, man. Jeez. He just cannot get an Echo Slam off. He's just constantly zipping. I can't really blame him.
It's so hard to deal with. Like, when Storm Spirit gets to this stage of the game, it's just, how do you even stop him? They were able to find the kill, though. You know, when you take a look at that, it's 1,200 gold going to Biver.
I think, yeah, in total he got about 1,700 actually from all the assist gold and everything too from that fight. Ends up being about a 4,200 gold swing for the Dire side. Lina also gaining CM2. And 7,700 damage done by the Veno. Helping to carry the team here.
And I almost wonder if it's time to like try and take sort of side fights and just go hit the towers. I guess if you're Radiant, you kind of need everybody together to make sure that the Storm doesn't die. He's off on his own, they can get sheeped.
The best chance they have is some sort of a like Shadow Blade play from 9, where he just wanders around and happens to find Alpha Ninja on his own and gives him the LSA into a Haunt Diffusal Scythe.
Yeah.
That feels like their best chance to actually kill him. But then the only problem is when you do that, you think like, okay, well, he's on his own, but then you have this global damage reduction coming through from the Centaur War Runner. It's just so many chain stuns that you need to make it happen that just those 2 heroes alone can't do it, which means it takes a bigger effort. And then there's no one in the base hitting creeps, and then Furzy no, and then they're grouped up. So like, how do you make that happen, you know?
Yeah, it feels like you have to take out the supporting cast first and just try and get to the point where you can like make some bots plays or something to come in to support the rest of the group afterwards. Game is very hard. The other level 25s that we can talk about here that have come up now. Lina won. Spectre did end up taking the dispersion. Be expected. Go back to the part next.
They might want to consider giving farm to other people. Like, this Ursa actually has not progressed. Still. That is unbelievable to me.
Yeah.
Like, how long has he been stuck on this BKB after the Basher? It feels like it's been like 20 minutes or something. It's probably like 15 minutes, actually.
We'll have to look at the item timings after the game, because it definitely, like, he's bought back multiple times to get into the fights. He hasn't been able to survive through them sometimes. Granted, your Storm Spirit is going to be probably the hero that wins you the game.
What does he need?
Yeah. He had a Moonshard queued up.
Probably gave to someone already, did he? Like, geez.
Yeah. I give it to himself. There you go. So Roche capable to respond in 10 seconds. It's a 14,000 net worth lead. Buyback status. You have it on just about everybody except for the CM and the Spectre. Spectre needs about 600 more gold.
That's a pretty big deal. They certainly need that one. That is the Roche fight buyback, and it is a 2-minute Roche timer. Okay. So that should be enough time to get the buyback on the Spectre.
And as far as the way that you want to take this fight, they don't have the refresher shard anymore on Furzy. But they do still at least have one Centaur ulti. Try and keep alive people if they get jumped away from the rest of the team. The only thing that we didn't see in that last fight was the hoof stomps hitting onto heroes. I don't think that he hit anybody with them.
Yeah, there was that vision on the high ground which helped catch him with the Yules, I think.
Yeah.
Looks like Vanscore is about to have an Eon disc, which is a pretty big deal. The Winter Wyvern. Can play far more aggressively in the fight because of that, and big old zip.
Dire checking to see where is everybody.
Jeez, that's just an arc. That's not even a regen run. He can do that. Oh, speaking of which, okay, that just spawned. All right, cool, great stuff. Regen Arcane Storm Spirit.
Why not?
The only time you don't want the DD next to Roche. As it's 30 seconds away here, and they will smoke up. Regenerant has fulfilled the storm.
Nesta Joe, well as 9, a little separated from the team. Spectre sitting in base, ready for the haunt. Looking for this opening. They spot them with the ward.
God, it takes so long.
Afterlife might have an idea of where they're in the woods, chasing forward, looking for that opening. Vanscore, is he going to be able to spot them out? They jump in on the other side, though, and the Fissure to interrupt it for the moment. Can they get them down? There's going to be the Winter's Curse, though, catching now onto that Echo Slam. The hoof stomp and follows it up afterwards. They're stunned for absolutely ever. Trying to kill off that Spectre. It's going to happen. Buyback immediately. The haunt back in, trying to take this down. He's hexed up. Are they going to be able to find a kill? They do take down that Ursa, even through the cold embrace. Afterlife in trouble as he's going to be isolated. They find Apo Ninja, able to get him with the sheep stick, get the kill. It cost buybacks, but they won the fight.
How is the Wombo combo not enough there for Vanscore? I felt like he did everything.
Well, he will be eventually killed off, as every single person is going to buy back into this, and we're going for a round 2, it looks like. Stormsphere back up in 15 seconds if they can wait that long. Every bash from Roche matters at this stage.
Yeah, they don't do the damage fast enough without fully committing everyone in.
Eul Scepter lift up, though. They found themselves one. Storm doesn't want to buy back in this one, but they're going to end up losing this Centaur. Well, he's still okay for the moment. Has the Stampede when he's back up, and they're going to have to pop it right now. Who can they get? Storm getting vision. Has to Joe separate from the rest of his team, running through a billion remnants. But it's just going to proc the Aeon Disc and then the runaway.
The battle of Plague Wards versus Storm Spirit Remnants. Plaguing these battlefields. Constant vision for both teams. Ward's not even worth killing at this point. They take so long. But they will go in with the Bloodthorn. This will be such a fast Roche. Helps take down the first half of his HP.
I think it's huge there that they get the Cold Embrace off to save Centaur, and then Storm doesn't have to buy back in that fight.
Yeah, we haven't really talked about that, but the Centaur and the Cold Embrace, just such an insane combo. They got the Ursa through the Cold Embrace, and you know that guy 2300 HP, percent-based HP. It's almost double that when it comes to Centaur Warrior.
Yeah,
it goes up extremely quickly.
It's an incredible amount of healing. What is it at again? You said 6%? Jesus.
Yeah.
What else do we have here now as far as level 25? That's what I want to look at, because we're getting close to the Winter Wyvern. Almost everybody there has it. Of course, the duration, I don't think that that's super relevant because of just how quickly people are dying once they get Winter's Curse, but the stun is amazing.
Dude, the stun's insane. That's going to help him with this combo. So he can go the Winter's Curse into the Meteor Hammer. And then the Meteor Hammer, you don't care if it does the initial damage, because it's all about like the follow-through damage, right, with the stun. So you can hit it over top of the Curse, and then while they're still stunned from the Meteor Hammer, you then hit them for the additional 2 seconds from the Splinter Blast. Ugh. Or if you're super pro, you do the Splinter Blast after, and then you have another Splinter Blast. No, that doesn't actually work, so it's fine.
Spirit yet again, holding on to this Aegis. We'll have the BKB afterwards. Things get a little bit too messy.
I'd like a second row of Plague Ward back here where the Storm wants to go. I feel like, and where the Ursa wants to go.
Oh yeah, all of the Plague Wards. I can't believe that every single one of these games that we've been watching is going to just go in the distance every time. Nuts.
It would only be fitting if Spirit can find a way to win this one. Yeah. Then we would truly be in a glorious day of qualifiers for CIS. Hope you guys are enjoying it as much as we are. So I'm having a good old time. Even though, you know, sometimes they're long. There have been some lulls, not gonna lie. But in the end, you know, this is Dota. Very happy to have some Dota back on our lives.
Absolutely.
The post-TI complete vacancy of anything enjoyable on the internet. Jeez, where would our life be?
Not in a happy place.
No.
Now we're there.
Need our Dota games. All right, the Sentry spots everything, and it's only Veno up front.
Oh, God.
He is the lamb. You know, he's got that little, like, kind of Mayan sacrifice thing going on there.
Yeah.
He will be the one, the human sacrifice, just not very human-like.
Banana sacrifice. The banacrifice.
Perfect.
Oh, they find it. Fissure not going to connect, and they Meteor Hammer from far away. These buildings eventually falling, but I'll tell you this, I don't think they're going to be giving up at Mega Creeps. Question is, how well are they going to be able to hold?
Afterlife just returning the top tower, daring them to go on him, as Alpha Ninja just stands in the dead center and saying, I will go north, I will go east, I am ready.
Keeping him under control there. Vanscore interrupted for the moment. Still has Winter's Curse. Going to be hexed. Also, they're assaulting the top side, but the end is still there. He's fine. The big jump in, the hooks on the Echo Slam. Are they going to be able to turn it? Look at Storm Spirit. He's dying so quickly. This is just going to be the Aegis, and they are going to burn through it. But can they find any more? Earthshaker dead, no buyback. 2 minutes. Can they do anything afterwards? The Poison Nova connects on absolutely everybody. Cheese there as well. But they are starting to burn through them, and they can kill off one. This is going to be the Spectre, caught and killed off as well. Buyback not there for her either.
Furzy?
They bought back on the CM, but they are not doing it. And Furzy making the plays that they need off the back of Afo Ninja and chasing down Hestajo. They have another Aeon Disc proc here as well, but he wants blood. He wants to go to Malaysia. Can they do it in time? He's chasing forward for this one so far. They don't have the Blink Dagger available on the Centaur. He's just standing there and taking it.
He's gonna buy back. He wants to end this game.
All right, the long jump. Oh, he's not getting it. He misses. He can't quite get him. Oh, Jesus. They're alive for nothing. It's literally just Afro Ninja. He needs to beat these down. All right, buyback on the Dark Willow. Doesn't have 24.
It might be time to go buy a Deso.
Yeah, literally. Got enough gold. Finish off the barracks. All right, he focuses down this Veno, but the Sheep Stick comes out. The punch is there with the BKB, the Gale, the Poison Nova. Afro Ninja actually in some trouble here. He needs to get the hell out of here.
He's got BKB in 2 seconds. He's actually going to live, just barely.
Oh my God. And Dark Willow, they just want this game to end. Everybody is dead. They don't have buybacks.
How is it not over?
But they can't do it. And Afro Ninja almost, he ends up dodging the last tick. It's only the ulti now, but there was one more hit. And the regen rune. Are you kidding me?
He got a cancel.
What?
He didn't wait until it ended.
Oh my God.
Let the fun begin.
Jesus. I don't know what I just knocked over. I broke part of my chair off. All right, it's fine. Jeez.
Don't hurt yourself, Trent.
How? How is this not over? That's unbelievable. How they still have 3 melee racks? They all died.
Oh. There's a regen bottom. He's gonna be able to fill up now.
Oh,
but everybody's back up.
Figure out how this one works. He went on the side of the bottle this time. I think.
That's things where it's like, I don't know. It just happens, I guess. You know what I mean? Just gotta move on.
I don't even know get him right back in or anything. Maybe they could have got 1 melee rack. It's not they would have just instantly won the game if get that generator. It was not that big of a deal.
No.
What are we doing? A little kumbaya going on here in the Radiant base. I was kind of like, all right, guys, whoa, can we collect ourselves here?
I think though that he gets at least one of the melee barrels, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
It kind of looked that way. That it was a little low. Either way, they're all up, but buybacks are returning here for the Ursa, the Centaur, and momentarily. Centaur just says the farm is up a little bit here. Ursa says no.
Yeah, they still are struggling for the farm on the Radiant side of that storm. The Ursa got an Abyssal? He did, okay. Is that what you just said? I'm sorry, I was focused elsewhere.
What? No, I was not. No, okay. Ursa was stealing the last Centaur, so he wouldn't have.
Gotcha.
Hey, sorry, but I found the other camp and now he's buyback.
Okay. They don't have buyback on Storm Dark Willow for 4.5 minutes.
Dangerous. And there is buyback on Spectres. Oh, it's so scary because the game can end at any second, but you really want to fight right now. All logic points to fighting is Spirit. You have the most important buyback in the game.
Oh, the jump in there with the fissure, the light strike array. They've got the on afterwards if they need to. Storm jumps in. They found themselves. Hope it's enough though. And Beta score still staying there. The Aeon Disc procs out. Can they kill off any of them? Echo Slam misses it, is being able to break it, now trying to run away. Seeing if they can get out. Dark Willow was able to escape there, just barely.
She might die. She's dead.
Oh,
the cool embrace. Oh my god. Okay, she went to the shrine that Storm Spirit had to use because of the regen rune and almost died because that shrine was down.
Jesus.
Oh, the poison sting almost getting her, but all right, it's fine. So
what was used in that one? Haunt.
Just the haunt, yeah.
53 to 47, 100 kills in this 64-minute long game. Now a smoke up with Furzy. Hoping to find somebody coming to push out this bottom lane here.
And they've left an illusion rune in there, so they're gonna know when this row spawns. Oh, actually they won't. The illusion will expire first. By about 10 seconds.
And nobody is going to be back to defend against that, so they won't decide to jump. It is going to be the Splinter Blast 2-second stun. As far as the levels, only the Earthshaker remains outside of level 25. Let's see.
So many GGs in the chat right now. It's so
I know. 5-minute delay.
So good. Love you all, guys. Oh.
All right. Now we've got Roshan, number something. I think number 5?
Yeah, I think so.
Refresher, gonna be ready to go. Aegis again on the Storm Spirit. Buyback status, one more time again. It is still going to be 2 minutes. Do they wait out those 2 minutes?
Okay, what can we gain? There's still so much to gain on the Radiant side because everyone else is so poor in comparison.
Yeah.
Like, he's 24k net worth ahead of the Centaur. Like, these guys aren't 6-slotted.
Yeah, I think that, like, there's all of these moments where you can sort of, like, hit a big play or something.
He just popped on Discord, man. He's a monster. Sick. That's a nice play. Completely invulnerable. You cannot be killed doing that as long as you cast the other ball lightning, like in the ball lightning, so it's like that little angle, and there's not even a targetable chance. Yeah, give him the kiss. That was the kiss of death right there. The Eon disc.
They do still have like Refresher Scythe here, which is very difficult to deal with. 6 minutes, 18,000 net worth lead, but more importantly, it is 3 melee barracks remaining for the side of Team Spirit, trying to keep their hopes of a major qualification alive. And it needs to start here with burning through this Aegis, killing off the Storm Spirit, also all the other heroes that Furzy have put together.
But to open a farm here, it's gonna be a lot of little piggies around the screen because there are so many sites. As he said, the double site available for the Venomancer, then you got the Spectre site, you got the site over there on the Storm Spirit as well as the Willow.
Slow battle of attrition. Ninja playing it a little bit more safe. It does leave him open to initiation with one of those sites, but of course he does have that Lincoln Sphere still to jump in. Long duration stomp already at the get-go. They kill off one Venomancer. He has buyback. Salting the melee barracks. They decide to retreat. Ninja low on mana. Only 13 Bloodstone charges now on him, means that he can't regen in the same way that he did before.
And it's Veno buyback, but they don't get the melee racks, and the wards are there to hold, so there's this pressure now on Furzy to come back in. Bloodthorn is dropped. Cheese is used by Ninja. Bloodthorn back in. Still waiting for his BKB for after the Aegis. And these pivots we have to watch out.
He will have his buyback on yet again, and I don't know what the hell he's doing.
He's trying to bait like an echo or some sort of a bad setup play, I believe. But I don't think he's going to try and echo him until after the Aegis.
They need to be careful about the Splinter Blast stun as well. One of those things that can go unnoticed for a second, and suddenly you're stunned for 2 seconds.
Yeah, that's true.
Ulti down, Van Score, Cold Embrace, still fine, big jump in, able to find him. That's the Spectre going down, gonna die. 100 seconds, does have buyback. Haunt comes out. Can they kill him off in time? They don't decide to go in the Storm Spirit. Instead, he's caught by the Light Strike Ray. They got him caught, gonna be killed one time. Can they do it a second time?
No one else is there.
The ultimate. Winter Wyvern not gonna be there to save him. They got him caught. Can they come up? No, the BKB! They didn't time it right.
Oh, disaster.
Oh, are you kidding me? Afro Ninja needing to run now. The fear is there, pushing away the Venomancer. But it is also going to be the Ursa dead, so the rest of the Radiant retreat.
Didn't know Storm Spirit had status resistance. Not sure what happened there. That's brutal. Oh, it's okay though. They might have saved it.
No, the Echo Slam, they missed it. King Or, he jumps in and again saves the day for his team. Stomp is the call that comes out from the Centaur. Feeling rather good about himself. Oh, man. Didn't get the Echo.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened. I don't know if there was a Splinter Blast that came through or what. It looked like they just whiffed it. Maybe miscommunication as to what spell was coming up next or something, but able to get off the BKB.
Oh, yeah.
There's still buyback on both these heroes. The fact that there's no Echo obviously hurts a lot for the Shaker, and it is a ways away here.
They're gonna buy back on that Earthshaker.
They're trying to hold the one for Lina. They might be able to, because it doesn't look like they really want to commit too hard at the moment. Although the Centaur Eggs is ready.
Can keep everybody a little bit extra alive. 70 minutes into this game. Afro Ninja just gonna go in, take it down. BKBs doesn't mess around with that DD rune wearing off now. So 2 lanes of barracks down, 1 more remaining. And Team Spirit needing to find a pickoff. They need to make some agency in this game for themselves, because if it just keeps going like this, eventually Radiant are going to take those barracks.
And shout out to Afro Ninja buying all of the wards and tomes for his team. Finally, been looking for this throughout a lot of the qualifier. The 1% giving back, so kind.
We take a look at Dota Plus recently.
No.
Oh, they're feeling it for him.
Wow. Spectre betrayed. The fact that it's still 13% is mind-blowing, honestly.
Yeah.
It really likes Spectre. But you can feel the struggle that they're having finishing. So, Dota Plus, it's in the know.
Yeah. 71 minutes. Over 100 kills at this point. It's been a back and forth one in a lot of ways. Again, things get a little bit kooky when it's these late game scenarios.
Is that our first nullifier, finally?
Who's picked that one up?
The Ursa. He doesn't have buyback anyway, so, or like he doesn't have the timer, so he just went for that. Okay. That's a big reveal. Like, that is one that you're not expecting. The first time that thing comes out, it can be pretty devastating. You think about something like the Spectre without the buyback or something, and something you can't Manta or BKB.
Moving forward, Van Score is going to be found. They have the Hex. This does not have buyback. Storm Spirit trying to create some space for their Winter Wyvern. They do manage to bring down the Earthshaker at the get-go. CM ulti immediately going to be interrupted as well. Afro Ninja trying to take down one. They are going to be able to control and kill off that Ursa, though. And now Storm Spirit low on mana. They might actually be able to take this fight here, possibly. The buyback from the Lina, trying to get back into the fray. There's going to be the ulti coming out as well. And still Afro Ninja living through this all. He jumps forward for more. Benji barely able to live. Wanted to turn for the Frostbite, but couldn't quite find it. Now everybody very low. Still within vision there. They do manage to take down that CM, but they kill off the Storm. He immediately buys back on the Centaur as well. But this is 3 dead. And they don't have buyback for extended period of time. Are Furzy really trying to push this here?
I don't know. It seems so. Maybe they're just coming back for the gem? And to keep this wave pushed in, but yeah, those were some very quick buybacks. Maybe could have waited to see if they could even push out here, but I guess they're just going to keep up the creep pressure this way and make it so that Team Spirit can't really relieve the pressure at all.
I mean, once everybody is back up, this feels like it's a win condition for Spirit. You kill off Storm, there's not going to be Roche for during the Roche fight, and you could potentially just win the game.
All right, Total Plus, what you saying now? It still believes. It's giving them 1 more %.
All right. Did the Earthshaker really not have? He still doesn't have 25. I'm gonna buy that home. I actually feel like this could be kind of a cool 50% magic resistance game.
Yeah, he doesn't have the Aghanims, and I don't think he's going to get it, so... The other problem is I don't think he's really dying to magic that much anymore, would be the only downside. Plus, they need as much stun control as they can get for the Storm, so... That's the problem with that talent, is that even when it looks good, like, in the end, there's probably still some hero that you just need every possible control for with the totem. And he's going to go for the magic resistance, though. I mean, I get it, because you're never going to get eggs, but I don't know if that's really what he's dying to.
66% magic resistance right now on this Earthshaker. Yeah, it does feel like it's tended to be sometimes just even the right clicks, like Ursa gain on top of him or something like that. Now, if it was 50% status resistance, that'd be nifty. That's a talent.
You can have 75% status resistance.
You're like an Ursa. That talent. You know which rage is there? We talked about it earlier, I think. But the smoke up now with 5. Burzy. Once more onto the breach. We are eclipsing the 75-minute mark. Bounty runes worth a hell of a lot of gold.
Woo, 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 woo. Go,
buybacks off cooldown. The buyback's going to be off cooldown for this Venomancer.
Let's go for another 75 minutes. I'm in. You can just keep talking. I'm gonna keep shoveling some almonds down my mouth.
I like it. I've been saving my monster, but my coffee is now at a drinkable temperature.
Oh, that's good. Well, Radiant with those buybacks from the Storm and the Centaur. They are indeed just chilling.
Nope.
And they were able to... Yeah, I think that was kind of important, right? Because it made it so that Team Spirit didn't get any sort of relief. Then again, if the waves get shoved over to Team Spirit's base, it might actually give pick-off opportunities. I don't know if they can push it out even if they hadn't bought back.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because the heroes that were upward, pretty capable of kill. I mean, it's again one of those things where it's like, you make an instant decision there.
Yeah.
Just have to go with your gut.
Smart play here. I love that they have the courier in the Roche pit, and it's going to spot Roche respawning.
Okay. Speaking of couriers, this one hanging out down here by the secret shop. We'll see what they decide to buy. Could be Spectre. Well, I guess he doesn't have enough to buy the Rebirth. Just the full and disc for Benji. Okay.
Look at that Bloodthorn just destroying. Look at that. Oh, those crits. That's such a good item versus Roche.
Again, I wonder if it's even worth it. I mean, I still guess this Pro Ninja the best Aegis carrier in the game, but he does need like all of his items, it feels like. Maybe wait a minute see if a good rune spawns, since he only has a little bit left on this arcane.
Yeah, I like that he's been keeping the bottle this whole time too, and abusing the runes every chance to get.
Level 25s across the boards, still melee and range barracks living in the mid lane. And I have a feeling that we're waiting for the buybacks right now of Furzy. One game away from a major qualification as an open qualifier team that came through the second round of it. Potentially going to be able to knock out Team Spirit, one of the directly invited squads. Centaur looks like he's going to be building towards the refresher as well. On top of having the shard, just wants an orb. There is still a couple more minutes before the buyback is there for the Storm and the Centaur. Refresher decides to buy it out. A little bit crazy considering that he will have buyback back up in a couple of minutes, but I guess it signals that they want to make something happen right now.
Careful. Build the wall, Hesta Joe. The great wall of Plague Wards.
Still they hold, waiting for a pickoff potential. Skater hasn't really progressed in his next item, still with an Aquila in his backpack, or in his inventory rather, 78 minutes in.
What do you think about a talent that extended the lifetime of Plague Wards? That could make it even worse going high ground against Venom. Imagine if it like tripled their life. That'd be so funny. Instead of the HP and damage, it's triple HP, damage, and duration.
I like it.
It would be like, do you ever play those old RTS games where you could like custom build walls? And by the way, he just got spotted.
Yeah. They see this, so they know he's over here. They're going to try and play it cool for the moment, but a second could go for a jump. FNG. Scouting. Not seen. Venno looking. Not going to get him. But they did pick down that ward.
But yeah, you ever play those RTSs where you could like custom build walls like Command and Conquer, like Red Alert and everything? Oh, I used to love building like 3 layers of walls. It's so funny. That's what I need in my Venomancer games, you know? I just want entire green lines.
I didn't play any of those other ones.
That's close enough though. That's the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Red Alert 2, Yuri's Revenge. I know you guys out there, you know. The greatest. A++.
Yo, we're just waiting, aren't we?
Yeah, we're RTSing, dude.
All right.
I told you, it's gonna be another 75 minutes. Some guys are going to the bathroom. And, you know, they got one person controlling all of the heroes on Team Spirit. They're taking shifts here. Rehydrating. You know, hydration bot is coming their team speak, telling them, you have been playing for 80 minutes. By now, you should have drank, I don't even know, 8 ounces of water. That's I don't even know what an ounce is.
No, it's a lot more than 8 ounces. 8 ounces is like half of a cup.
Yeah, for 80 minutes, that's pretty accurate.
Oh man, I have drinking, I think, 120 something ounces of water so far.
In this cast?
But in the 2 casts together.
Yeah, no, Samsung just says 1 game.
Oh, okay, I see. Stun is down. Joe pops the BKB.
Oh my god, that was exciting.
Riveting. What is this courier doing over here, man? What's happening? You see this thing? It's dying. That's what it's doing.
Oh, it thinks that they're covering their secret shop. So Spectre's trying to get to the enemy secret shop to pick up her items. Because she's scared that they have vision over on this part of the map. And they'll just kill the courier.
Okay.
That's a really long journey to get a heart.
Yeah, and it's not even going to be the full thing, right?
No one else can even use the courier. So it's okay, guys. I just need another 1,100 gold. You guys cool with that? Thanks.
And now they're going to be ready to fight.
Man, I bet you wish you had a Reaver instead of a Ring Aquila.
Okay, Hex is down. Aeon disprocs. Testajo runs forward. The hook stomp onto the BKB. That's a dead Dark Willow. Lift up Eul's Scepter means that this is going to be Centaur stuck in place after the Stampede ends. He does have another round of it though. Refresh Orb ready to go. Dark Willow buys back into the game. And we reset.
Okay, that's the War of Attrition. It's a little victory there for the Dire side, getting one of those buybacks out. Of course, BKBs do not matter. Is anyone not on 5-second BKB? That would be pretty shocking. Oh, well, I guess Dark Willow, obviously. BKB. Yeah, I guess Dark Willow and CM are in there. I forgot theirs were pretty fresh.
The Storm doesn't have a Bloodstone anymore.
Actually, Skyder's is still at 9 seconds too. Oh, he sold it. Yeah, he was pretty low on charges. Yeah. I'm fine with that decision, honestly. It was just taking up slots, and his regen's fine without it.
Okay. Can go for another item, and the one that he chooses is the Aghanim Scepter.
Oh, now we're talking. Time to mix this up. This is the kind of thing you don't expect. He's in there with the Scythe. Onto FNG to CM.
A Hex comes out. 9-second BKB. FNG runs away. Need to bait these ones out here. Heart is done for the Spectre, but it's stuck over at the secret shop right now. They can't get it back to him easily.
Oh, and the courier doesn't get the regen. Damn. How come certain things work on courier, but not that? I guess because it's a passive instead of just like, because like a Ring of Health works.
What if you suddenly got like 500 HP on
now we're talking.
That'd be pretty cool. I like that idea. But it will take the long walk around, and this is going to be a Heart Spectre now.
Imagine if they had like one of those like split. If they had a split pushing hero or some reason have a ward here, that'd be so funny. This courier died, but a brave mission from this default Dire courier as he soars high across the treetops. Unless you go into spectator mode and he's in the trees, or showcase mode, whatever.
Because they're super tall.
Yes, they get very beautiful. Oh, he missed his target. Okay, there he goes. Back to the base. Yahoo! Congratulations! They celebrate the courier's return.
He's here.
Yeah, have a little party. Oh, and then just send him right back out. I don't know where he's going. So a little mismicro. There he goes. Back in the well.
Again, popping Aeon discs are probably what we're going to be looking towards here. They can burn through it. Storm just, again, scouting, getting the vision with the remnants. Continuing to farm up across the map.
I think the worst person to be in this game is, well, I'll let you. Do you know who I'm thinking of? Who would you like least want to be in this whole game?
Probably, I think it'd be somebody on, well, Radiant is winning, so I can't choose them. And speaking of which, X, run away, fast little piggy.
Now that was exciting because it wasn't a BKB escape. Like,
probably
that was a little different than the past couple minutes.
FNG would be the one for me. Who about you?
I'm gonna have to go with the Earthshaker. Not only is there so much pressure on you, you have zero hope of scaling. He is the lowest GPM in the entire game. Doesn't have a GPM talent. Can't farm any waves ever.
Jump in.
There's a chance though.
Hex looking for the opening here. They get the Poison Nova out on absolutely everybody. 9 BKB out. They're going to be able to pull in the Earthshaker. Fiver gets the Eul Scepter lift up. The fear, it's not quite going to hit onto them. The big stun, though, is able to connect onto 9. Could this be their moment? They got him caught there with the Aegean Totem. The Hex to follow it up as well. Storm controlled. Storm killed off. And now Buyback wants to go into this one. They're going to go for another Aghanim's ulti, but they're able to find the kill with the CM Crystal Nova. Increased damage with the 25 talent.
They got to get out of here before Storm is back, though.
He jumps in. The Aeon disc procs, but there's already the Sheep on him. Slowed down. Possibly going to be killed off. And Centaur looking for more, and the Hex is there. They have buybacks on everybody, though. Cold Embrace. A lot of HP regen for Centaur Warrunner. There's going to be the Winter's Curse. Do they have any follow-up after the fact? Light Strike Ray again. Connecting onto Centaur. The Hoof Stomp's going to be there. Long duration stun, but it only resets as they wait.
That was a really nice play by Skyder, because he could have just escaped back into the base, but he knew that 9 was nearby, so he put himself back as if he was going back to save the CM, and I was thinking like, oh my god, what are you doing? But he knew that he was covered, so that baits in the play from the Centaur Warrunner, and they end up getting the kill because of that, when in reality there was no risk of him dying, because as he said, there was all these buybacks ready on the side of Team Spirit that they were likely going to be forced to use anyway. Question is, can they actually force any of the buybacks out from the Radiant side right now? The Centaur or the Earth side, I don't know.
Well, but
I don't think they can push.
They did force the buyback from the Storm.
That is true. That was the big one, but he comes back and only gets the kill on the Crystal Maiden, so
right.
Definitely a win in that sense.
Well, it makes me wonder if you can even just like say, all right, let's wait till everybody's back up and then go and just try and hunt the Storm. Because if you kill him at that point, you can potentially win the game. No buyback. I don't know. Refresher time for Spectre.
He's buying a new Bloodstone.
Oh, is he really?
He's got queued up. He's like, yeah, I'm Henry, but I was out of charges, so not a bad idea.
He just sold something. Did he sell the Ags?
He sold the Ags. All right, Ags was not the play. What is hat? All right, he's getting a nullifier.
Okay.
But all right. I guess he's no buyback. He really needs it for that next fight, and has a regenerate now too.
This is where things are starting to get a little bit testy. 125 kills into this, and it's definitely feeling like it's sort of back to maybe not even, but at the very least competitive. Team Spirit, right there with them. I guess the lower respawn also is the other potentially really good thing here for Storm Spirit. You can get the Bloodstone, but no fire. Probably a better choice.
Yeah, and it's not very effective at this point in the game too, right?
All right, another Aegis. This one likely again gonna go to Storm Spirit. The 6th Roche, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
Trent, I thought you were memeing when you said that we were gonna be here for another 75 minutes, but I don't know anymore.
Yeah. Be a while. Don't leave though, guys, because it can still end at any moment, and that's the problem. You never know.
Never know.
You know, I heard oh, zip through.
Jumps in. BKB force.
BKBs.
He doesn't have a ton of HP right now, or mana rather.
Yeah, I heard that. That what he looks like he's because of a big long cast like this. So maybe you could like become a good caster or something after.
Jesus Christ!
Like, you know, get some fame, get a couple fans. That'd be pretty cool.
That'd be
maybe
nice.
Some Twitter followers.
I could hope.
Lyrical gangster, you guys. Check him out.
Dare to dream. Oh God. Smoked up. Oh, got a little scan here. They spot him. Dire. Know what's happening. Are they gonna try and bait this?
All right, Ursa, this is your redemption chance. Go, Dahak. Be brave.
It's the bait, but is it gonna be good enough? It's looking like they're actually gonna be able to take it down, possibly. The fear onto the backlight to take down Spectre. All right, counter initiation play with the Haunt. They're able to find one. There's gonna be the refresher popped. The Centaur running away. They're getting away with murder so far. Can they kill off this Dark Will? Dodging from the light strike. Still living the blink away. Able to live. The Echo slammed down, but it doesn't manage to find the stun on Apple Ninja. He's going to be able to find this one. The ulti coming out from the CM as well. It's not really doing all that much damage. The Enchant Totem in the mid animation for the Piggy. He's able to get away from him, and Stormster is dead. He's back up in 5 seconds. That's just the Aegis. He's going to come back into this one large and in charge. The Ursa is already dead, though. Forward he goes, trying to take down and kill off that Earthshaker. But now you need to get out for your Storm Spirit. No buyback left. They buy back on all the other
Every
heroes.
buyback is gone, except for the Centaur, who's still dead. And just...
Oh.
So that was just the Spectre and the Earthshaker, if I'm not mistaken, for the Dire side. Yeah, that was the only 2 heroes I had to buy back there. As they managed to kind of chase that fight back outside of their base. And it's going to be a minus 2,100 gold, minus 1,900 for the Dire. So losers all around, but they're not losers. As oh god, here we go. Are you excited? I'm excited to press the Dota Plus button.
Let's see it.
All right, hold on. Who do you think? Have you already looked at it?
Yeah, I have. Tell me what
Spirit?
you think.
Did they do it?
Tell me.
No, okay.
What do you think?
No, it's not Spirit. It's first still.
Yeah, man, it's 82% still. Game is apparently very hard.
It keeps going up though.
Yeah.
You know, where did we start at? Like 11% was our low point, and then slowly to 12, and then up to 18.
And Dare to Drain. We do have the 4 staff for King R. Bought it, sold it, bought it again.
We lost everything from that Roche, right? It's all gone again. Aegis, cheese, really? Refresher shard.
Oh Jesus!
So when do you guys want to go high ground again?
I have no idea.
I have an idea.
Yeah, what's
How
that?
about in like 5 minutes? Man, I can't wait till you're on the 13th Roche. That's gonna be so hype.
It feels like.
I wonder how much HP 13th Roche is gonna have.
It feels to me like it needs to be a big play from Spirit, like trying to go for a Haunt kill, because they've always been reacting, which I think kind of works, but it's like, I don't know. If they can just pick off the Storm Spirit here, game could be good. Although he does have buyback in another minute and a half, so maybe not.
The thing is, they've already done so much on the side of Team Spirit. Like, the way this lead has been whittled down is because Furzy are buying back in the hopes of ending the game. They're not buying back in any sort of a threat of losing the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Team Spirit have not lost their base, and they have forced out like 14 buybacks or something at this point. And they continue to hold buildings.
It still is just those 2 melee or 2 racks in the mid lane. Like, all of the fights have been taking place outside of there, where Furzy are not focusing buildings at all. Incredible discipline coming in from Team Spirit, trying to keep their hopes alive of a major qualification. The hoof stomp whipped. BKB's out. They try and chase, but the Andisk is there as well. There's going to be the chase forward. Can they kill off anybody? It doesn't look like it yet. And kind of in no man's land now. They're going to be able to take down the Ursa. No buyback. Haunt chasing for more, looking for King R. They've got him caught. They're going to be able to find him killed possibly as well. The Cold Embrace, but there's going to be the Winter's Curse, needing to run away from them as soon as possible, but he ends up going down again. That's Dark Will dead for 2 minutes. Chase forward for more. The Eul Scepter lift up. They've caught themselves. The Winter Wyvern silenced and going to die. 3 dead, no buyback.
Now this is what they've been waiting for.
Oh god, Tier 4 towers.
Dota Plus? Where are you at, Dota Plus? Where are you at now?
20%. They gave him a 2%.
There is no buyback here. Like, these are not coming back. So they have the full 80 seconds.
I don't think they can get creep waves across the middle of the field, though. Like, Apple Ninja keeps on spamming out the wave. And I don't know how you can stop that, really.
They have pipe, right? Or no, have they? I don't think there's any pipes anymore. There was a pipe at one point.
They sold the pipe.
The pipe is long gone.
So the Storm Spirit Zip with TP is potentially a play. They're going to try and wait for him down here. Biver, the man on the mission, knows what the play is going to be from Storm and wants to see if he can catch him. So here comes the Storm. Biver looking for the opening, not going to be able to find it. And yeah, the creep wave is just dead.
Got that tower though. We're in there.
Bottom lane, Centaur getting set up to potentially find something. So Ninja trying to regen as quickly as possible. They're going to send it in. They're going to actually get through backdoor protection. Creeps are there. Tries to take him down. BKB out. There is still one more creep left. It's going to be taking down the tower, though. If they could take down this tier 3, get access to shrines, things could start to look a little bit better. With everybody chance at a rush.
Oh, they're in. They're going for it. Some TPs doing down here. Some shenanigans. Oh, hoping to find Skyder.
He's left completely alone.
He's scanned.
And the rest of the TPs right now.
Donna.
There's the hoof stomp jumping into it right at the get-go. Can they take him down in time? It looks like the answer is going to be maybe no. The Glimmer, he's living still through it.
Oh!
Are you kidding me?
They don't have detection? The Glimmer, the ultimate.
Oh, they turn it back around. They find the Centaur. He's dead too.
Saved his buyback though.
Wait, over here to the side. Ursa though finding the Spectre. They go in and kill the Spectre for 2 minutes.
What?
And he haunted onto the Ursa and he turned around and killed him.
What? Why would you do that?
I don't know.
Why? Okay. Will they actually punish this from the rain though? Because look, there's still these catapults here. I think Storm buys back and Centaur buys back and they kill them.
Well,
oh, I don't think you should be here, Benno.
They jump forward, trying to find it. As to Joe, chased in. They're going to buy back on the Storm now. There's going to be the Winter's Curse. In trouble here. Does have Refresher and the BKB afterwards, but is just going to die too quick. Oh, man. Me, oh my, oh man. They might not have timed the buyback status perfectly. It is just a minute until Spectre has hers back up.
Roche will be 50 seconds before respawning here. What are we at? I've lost count.
I don't know, man.
I can't remember. It's 8. I think it's 8. Yeah,
that sounds
8,
right.
Because I think the first one was 16.
Okay. I'll believe you now. It's so hard, like, following the orders of operations in this fight of, like, how you want to take it. Because there's just so many intangibles and things that can go wrong. Like, keeping track of the buybacks and these players just trying to keep track of all that and then also focus on the right heroes to burst down. Oh, and there we go. We got the Roche
that's
timer.
Helpful.
That wasn't too bright.
I mean, these guys have been having a fun game, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Even if it is a bit of a... that's an 18k lead for the Dire, by the way, guys. And Dota Plus refuses to give. Such a slow... It's like pulling teeth here for these percent.
I mean, experience is going to remain the same because everybody's 25, but you can see this drop-off occurring. Downside is that it is another Roche with 17,000. And he has how much armor? 49 armor.
Smacks. He's been hitting the gym. I wonder what the most Aegis is on a single hero are in a game. I feel like this is going to be close.
Pick up the Refresher Shard. There you go.
I mean, that's clearly Centaur's job. Oh.
Can't you, like, at some point BKB and hit the buildings? Like, isn't that a thing?
Do they have nothing that pierces BKB? Yeah,
right. Can't you just do that as Storm Spirit?
Well, I mean, at this point with the buybacks, I mean, I feel like all 5 heroes could like blink and BKB and just hit buildings. But they do have to get the fort down first.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
I won't lie. That was unexpected.
Oh, man. All right, they're going to pass over the Refresher Shard to the Winter Wyvern.
Okay, we're going to mix it up a little here.
Yep. Don't fully know what to expect. I mean, it's getting to the point, too, where some of these heroes where you could just, like, completely respec out your hero as far as what you want to do with it.
Yeah. You can itemize to that like perfect late game situation. Like maybe they could find some way to rat, like where they can cause a fight down bottom and someone can destroy or at least force the glyph out mid.
Yeah.
But they don't really have one of those heroes, you know what I mean? They don't have any sort of like even a good necro hero really.
Does it sort of and actually, you know what? I think they're gonna wait until Storm has his buyback again, and Centaur as well. Because it's what, 5 minutes, but they also have.
We're almost back to all the buyback. Dire have retrieved all of theirs. Earthshaker just needs the gold. And he eventually got the Agnum Scepter. Shout out to Bever, by the way, because that guy came in huge on that one fight down bottom, actually somehow controlling the storm. But now he's missing the Enchant Totem talent. And there was another moment where he could have had a stun onto the Dark Willow during a chase, and he couldn't have it because of the talent. Then again, he also would have been dead if he didn't have 50% magic resistance, so not a lot of point harping on that. Either way, they spot some wards here.
Moving into position, Vanscore is in the area, has the Winter's Curse already on to the Earthshaker, actually force-staffs him into it, and now the Fear, but they are not going to be able to make anything happen off the top of that.
Wow. Patience from Skyder, not panic haunting there.
Oh, he haunts now. But a good sheep stick that forces them back. So Haunt is down now.
I spoke too soon, apparently. I feel like that just didn't look like a very good situation. And I thought they were trying to basically bait a Haunt there. I think it was the plan from Furzy. And it ends up working in the end.
So now they will have another Winter's Curse in 50 seconds. 2 of them if they want to use the Refresher Shard. And Haunt will be down during that 40-second window. Refresher? Is that something I heard? Oh, yep, Spectre Refreshers. So they have Haunt again.
Alright, I was just rewatching it. Yeah, she's just straight up haunted onto the Ursa. Whew.
Vision here into the favor of Team Spirit, looking for the opening. Fissure onto 2. The Haunt is there as well. The Echo Slam, it comes out, but it's onto an Aeon Disc. The Edge is going to be there after the fact. Everybody turned into a little piggy as Sage Skeeter trying to find anybody. It's only the Winter Wyvern that goes down. So be careful about this.
Everything to kill Wyvern, but worth, especially because that's a fight without the Haunt.
The big stomp.
Full scale one.
Catches him though. The secondary stomp is going to come out afterwards. Can they do it in time? Blow up this Spectre, the Force Staff, keeping her alive with the Glimmer Cape as well. They're able to get him away from it. And now the Ursa controlled, going to fall. 2 more dead. They both have buybacks. King R trying to get out of there. Afo Ninja being chased down. Jump away, Lightstrike Array, it's almost there. This is going to be the Aegis. He will have the BKB when he comes back up. They buy back on the Ursa as the BKB is going to be used and Storm Spirit jumps away. Don't know if the Ursa needed to buy back there.
Might just be a timer thing where he knows that they're going to get the push down.
That's true.
Or at least in his opinion, they think they are. Puts a bit more threat on the map too, I guess, but... Oh, golly gee. Oh, just another boss.
Game is hard.
Oh my god, that Ursa. Did you see the fight recap?
No.
He lost 3,515 gold.
Oh no. Poor Ursa.
Oh my god. Wow. That's a big death cost and buyback cost.
He's just been like broke as a joke all freaking game, man. It has been a rough one.
You can pull the creatures in the neutral creep camp that is nearest to your team's safe lane into your lane creep. So why don't they just do that now so that they don't come and attack their base?
That is the good call, you know? Use the neutrals.
Yeah, what? Like, the tips are trying to help. I feel like these are unfair.
Yeah, it's definitely true. And it's also RNG dependent, right? So the tip that you get might be better depending upon what randomly comes up. Game has too much randomness in it, clearly.
Do not need to destroy the enemy team's barracks to damage the towers near their ancient. Destroying barracks is optional.
That's another play.
Fair. Well demonstrated here on the Dire side.
now we have the tips that are helping the casters figure out what to do in the game. Maybe they could hit the tier 4s.
Yeah, but there's more helpful things like the magical hammer Mjolnir was made by the dwarves of Brock and Eitri for Thor.
Is that what it actually says?
That's what it says. I don't know if that is lore with the whole Marvel series, but it is for Dota.
Okay.
So we're going for it.
Was Eitri Peter Dinklage?
I think that's right. That sounds correct to me. Yeah. Yeah, he's the imp with the scar and everything. Yeah, I think that's him.
No, he was in Infinity War too. Did you see that?
No, I don't think that's right.
What are you talking about?
If needed, a colorblind option is available in the settings menu.
You can inform your teammates that an enemy hero is missing by holding Alt and clicking on that hero's portrait in the top bar.
That's true.
This is a true statement. True facts. Since Earthshaker's damage bonus from Enchant Totem lasts longer than the cooldown of the spell itself, allowing him to deal massive amounts of physical damage if used before and during the fight. I can't read, apparently.
Oh, well, there's also, so I like these lore ones, like Crystal Maiden and Lina are sisters. Oh, and it's contextual because we have Crystal Maiden and Lina on the same team.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Oh, I love this. Dota is best enjoyed with friends. That's the best one, really.
Yeah, but here's the problem. Once you play Dota with someone, you're no longer friends because then you hate each other. So it's kind of like the whole Mario Party idea. It's a little bit of an oxymoron.
I'm kind of with you there. Everybody that's out there listening to this wonderful game play out in front of us, grab yourself a drink of water, hydrate up. Public service announcement.
I should hydrate. That's a good call.
Yeah. Everybody we're going to take 10 seconds of silence and drink water. Here we go. That was delicious.
I was trying to make the glugging go through the mic. Did it work?
No, it definitely didn't.
That's really disappointing.
You gotta turn your gate down a little bit.
Yeah, that's true. It's probably won't do that with a baby in the house.
Okay. Oh, that's a good call. All right, Dota Plus, what do you got? 28%. They're inching and clawing their way forward, hoping to get the respect that this organization deserves. Team spirit.
Now you know what Team first has. This little zoned out for a second. Like the respect Furzy have earned going even these qualifiers. 7-7.
I think that the players are slowly losing their minds too. It's like you can't practice this type of Dota, right? It just happens occasionally. But there's like weird plays too where the towers become that much less effective where you can just like run in and take them down. I feel like at a certain point in this game, we're going to see Storm Spirit just zip in, hit the tier 4 and back out. And by the way, Venomancer has now caught up with the Storm Spirit in terms of farm.
Dude, those Plague Wards. I don't know if so much he's caught up or if Storm has sunk to his level.
That's fair.
So selling items, swapping items. I think he went to a garage sale or something. He's been auctioning a couple off to his poor teammates. Those Venom Wards, man. How many lasts does he have? 642 on the Venomancer.
Oh. And the Storm Spirit has 1,066.
All right. This is getting a little ridiculous. Go. All right. Bathroom breaks are done.
Oh, God. I do have to say I love the Crystal Nova talent taking it. 560 magical damage and the giant-ass AoE and 50% movement speed and attack speed slow.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a solid one. That's quite the nuke. It actually lets you farm, which is nice. I mean, she has bots too, Eon Disc.
Also has Ags, so, you know, BKB's wearing low. The nice little route there. The Afro Ninja could be good.
Especially with BKB and Glimmer. Like, you have a fairly good chance of getting it off.
Yeah.
The only downside is that they do, of course, have Wyvern and Ursa, so there are a couple heroes that can mess with you.
Oh, Silver Edge for Centaur.
That's a nice grab. Try and help cut through Skiter.
That's the Joe Rotten jumped upon. They find the stun. Aeon Disc is already out, but the Hex is going to be there as well. They come in afterwards with the Nullifier, able to take him down. Bramble's down. The jump away. He got rooted while he was mid-air. Now the Haunt to turn this back around. They found themselves the Storm trying to get him with the Winter's Curse, and the Cold Embrace keeps the man alive. The Force Staff to jump away. The second round of it. No, they don't manage to find it, though. They're able to control before the Winter's Curse comes out.
Yeah, but that Centaur, he was found in the tree line over on the side. He's trying to make some sort of a side play or something, but that's where the Haunt target went to. And he is not going to have buyback. For 35 seconds. Okay.
That's one of those, too, where it's like, we know obviously what the timing is. They might not necessarily have kept the best track of it, just in the chaos of all of the game. How quickly
Wyvern's onto it. Around. The Necros. I love it. I think it's time. Someone's got to sneak these things into the base.
Yeah. Honestly, like, I wouldn't mind seeing they try and pull all of Team Spirit out of their base and then like zip into the tier 4 with like bots level 2 on everybody. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the only thing is they're pretty good with the waves. They need the megas before they can make that play happen. Oh, here we go. Dahak up top here. If 9 shows. There's no Lincolns.
Scary stuff. Got him caught. Jump in. Find the kill. Does have buyback.
Really nice assassination ploy there.
Lower respawn time also because of the bloodstone. That buys the time for everybody to get back up. And guess what? Everybody except for the Ursa is gonna have buybacks.
Regeneration.
Oh, is that?
Yep.
All right. Interesting.
Oh, hey, there's more Necros. Dark Willow.
All right, they're into it. They've got a plan here. Am I crazy? Is that a bloodstone queued on Shaker? Am I crazy?
That is a freaking Octarine core. That's the one.
No, it's not. Is it? It is. All right. No, wait, hold on. Oh, it is an Octarine core. Oh my God. Okay.
We're losing it.
Oh, I am losing it. I'm sorry. It's 105 minutes in. It's all right. Either one of those is a little strange to me, especially when you miss out on the talent. So he'll get the 4 staff because he's really not the important one.
Oh.
Oh, geez. Yeah, that was a Mystic staff, wasn't it? All right, we're good.
250 gold per bounty rune. Not bad. And 105 minutes in.
69% chance for the Radiant. Total plus slowly giving more team spirit. Now Dahak comes out on the wave, but hidden in the tree line. A couple allies around here. Observer on observer action.
Have some idea of what indeed is going on.
We're 5-man necroing. I love it.
They're
the
actually
necro
doing
3s
it.
are done for the Dark Willow. It's being built for the Storm Spirit. Okay, I'm a little uncomfortable with this happening on 3 heroes after a giant pause, not gonna lie. That's pretty bullshit to me, but anyway.
Yeah.
I'm not making any accusations. Just subtly inferring them.
Okay.
So
good.
subtly.
So subtle. The most subtle. Centaur almost with the Silver Edge and buyback. Needs what this? 70 gold? I think he can get it. He doesn't want to show though. That's the thing that's nuts. And this scan's so close to hitting the Centaur. They're anticipating that he's over there. Do we have bots level 2 on these guys also? It's just bots level 1 for King R.
Yeah. I didn't even see if they had them queued up before the pause, so I don't want to be a total douche nozzle. But
it's too late now.
It's too late. All right, I've been one for a while now. It's fine. The Necro 3s will march to the creep wave down here, so the build revealed as Afterlife is in the vicinity, and he died close to here previously. Oh, he's found.
There it is. They found the Hex right at the get-go. Able to catch and kill this man off, maybe, possibly. He has another refresher with the BKB, everything else jumping out. BKB a second time. No! He could have possibly popped the refresher there and gone for another round of Blink.
He has buyback, though.
Yeah. Meanwhile, TP on top of King R and checking out Roshan 40 seconds away.
So that was one of those moments that you were talking about where, like, they were all down bottom. There was a creep wave in the base.
Yeah.
And maybe they could have forced at least the glyph out, but they can't find it.
Pressure used again from Skitter. Has 9,000 gold right now. I mean, what else do you really need to get? Like, it gets to the point where I wonder if Diffusal Blade is worth taking off and you get like a different damage item or something, or is that too high of damage? I don't know. Like, you're not going to burn through the Storm Spirit's mana pool, surely.
He needs it for popping Lincolns, though, I think.
Okay.
If he's not going to just switch for an Abyssal or something.
I guess the other one could have been something like a Bloodthorn, or I don't know, but he's got a lot of decisions to make. Looks like Butterfly is what he has in mind right now.
Oh my God.
Are they actually going to do this?
Incredible. They are getting a Roche.
It's happening.
It took 9 of them, but they will claim it for the side of Team Spirit.
This should reveal, though, are they actually going to get it? Because they're TPing back several heroes. FNG, the one that's holding the base for the moment. Storm Spirit off to the side, thinking about it. They're pinging out that it's going on, but they're not going to be able to get there in time. And Refresher Shard on the ground. They're going to pop the Haunt. Still chasing forward for this one. Where is that Spectre?
They found Vanscore down bottom.
Trying to get it. Misses on the dagger, though. Vanscore able to dodge away.
A great escape.
Living. Vanscore's a liver. Is there still the Refresher Shard in there? No.
No, Venno grabbed it, I believe. Yep, in his backpack.
They got a Roche. They did it. Aegis on spec.
And Spectre buyback heavily ahead in terms of the costs and everything, so no real concerns there. So the old triple life dispersion Spectre. Overall, the HP isn't that ridiculous. Only at 3,800. I mean, considering it's 110 minutes, you know, you're never quite sure what you're gonna get here, but only the Heart and the Manta really helping out in that regard.
Lordy. Not even enough space in the backpack right now for the Butterfly. This is the point where you wish that you could actually buy more couriers, but unable to do that. FNG.
Where even is his Refresher Shard? Oh, okay, put it on the courier. Got it.
Just going to get stomped. Quick, easy, take down that CM.
So now you can't push. So this kills a lot of your time with the Aegis. It's not really worth wasting your CM's buyback because then you're playing aggressively with no buyback. And then if you die, then they can just push down mid and you're still not going to be back in time. So that one pick-off basically stops any sort of aggression from Team Spirit. At the same time, I don't know if they can really get much going anyway. Like, we're just into the second phase of their attempt to win this game. They have successfully held the non-stop, we're always coming high ground, we're always fighting into you. But can they get the part 2 where they have to actually initiate onto the Radiant side somewhere else? And the Necros are being popped top lane.
Oh my god.
And then put back into the backpacks.
9 is here. He finds the Hex. Everybody else is in the area, though. Can they kill him off? In time, Terrorize. They pop out the Stampede as well. Storm Spirit is dead. 2 minutes, does that buyback.
Blink. Oh, okay. Centaur, good.
They're going to send in the Necros mid now. So Winter Wyvern pops them there, runs them down the mid lane. Let's try and push out these creep waves.
One. Make a wish, guys. A beautiful moment in our big timer.
I think that actually eclipses the longest game that I've ever cast before, if I'm not mistaken.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's exciting.
Yeah.
I don't know what my longest game is.
I think it's this.
You think so? I don't know. I feel like I've been in this before. I did those pub replays for a while, you know?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Trying to get the name for myself / hear people talk about how shit I am. And yeah, there were a couple real mean people who took the fact that it was paid per game and not per hour.
Oh, Jesus.
They were quite... I saw a few too many Techies games. There was a point where I started using fast forward. Not gonna lie. Couple too many, 2.5 hour Techies games. But in terms of Pro Dota, yeah, this might be one of the longest ones I've done. If not the longest.
112 minutes, 31,000 net worth lead now for Team Spirit. 2 racks. They've been here forever. That's what's separating them from mega creeps.
Like, playing this game will be so infuriating as a pro player. Like, it's so tense.
Yeah.
At some point, you probably relax throughout all this because it's so damn long, and then it gets mega tense again the second it looks like it could be ending.
2-second stun, a ton of damage out from the Arctic Burn. They're able to find it. There's the initiation, the jump back, and obviously going to be able to be kept alive for the moment. They want to save this buyback for the Storm Spirit if they can. Curse Crown going to connect, but they're able to take it off after the fact with the Lotus Orb. The first lane of barracks taken for Team Spirit. Storm Spirit getting back up.
Oh, it feels so good when you can find these moments. There's like 10 to 15 seconds left where no one wants to buy back. And that Storm Spirit will follow the normal pattern of not doing so. And now they move on to the Shrine. No zip in sight here. They will secure the Shrine near Roche, and maybe the 10th Roche will also be theirs. Only 35 minutes left in this game before we hit the famed and prophesized 150-minute mark where someone will win.
The creeps are actually, it's still, they're getting closer and closer to super creep levels, right? Am I crazy? Oh, top side. They find FNG though, able to catch him, and this is going to be a dead CM. Hex killed off yet again.
Good thing he didn't use his buyback.
Now, oh, and look at this. Got some damage onto the range barracks there. still all buybacks in the game right now. Is that the Aegis expiring as well? Like it. Venom Moonshard. We've got Moonshard on the Spectre, Moonshard on the Lina.
So it looks like super creeps will equal mega creeps in about 4 hours.
Okay.
There you guys go. Just checking the weight.
Ooh. Jump forward, finds one. Ursa trying to lay into them. He's already enraged, trying to run away. They've got the damage onto him with Skitter. There's the Winter's Curse, though. They found him out. Is this going to be a follow-up afterwards? I don't think that they have it. They do have the Hook Stomp. Connects onto all three. The Fear is going to follow it. Where's the damage? They're trying to take down the barracks, but they're not being able to kill off the rest of these heroes. Everybody from Team Spirit still living. The Echo Slam comes out at the same time as the Aeon Disc. Finally, Storm Spirit is here. They're going to be Hex, though. Keeping that Dark Willow under control, and Storm Spirit brought down so low. They catch him, they kill him. 100 seconds dead, and nobody from Team Spirit died.
Yeah, they kept sending some of those Necros into the mid, but the back door was there eventually. So the range rocks won't even go down. No further to the Mega Creeps.
A complete and total catastrophe.
And it cost them a CM buyback.
God, and I feel like this is the point where things start to get into really bad limbo. Urzi, this Centaur, he's found yet again. They're TPing in with that Ursa, immediately going to be canceled as they're going to give him up. Urzi, 1 game away from being invited directly to the major.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is 32% now for Team Spirit.
Oh,
Dota Plus has caved another percent. It still has faith in Team Percy. 115 minutes in. What does this net worth even look like? Where is this button? Oh my god. It's just a slow, steady decline. Well, not so slow around that 87-minute mark. As most games tend to go, you know. It's pretty often you see a spike like that around 88 minutes. And yeah, it's not the first time.
I mean, it's getting to the point where it's starting to feel like Radiant just can't win anymore. Like, you have those couple of wrecks, but even if it's mega creeps, Team Spirit can deal with it, and they haven't won a fight in a while.
Yeah, but Ursa, though, you never know when you're just going to lose a hero instantly.
Yeah.
Like, the Spectre, even Skyder right now, I'm sure is a little bit scared down there.
Hex, Wyvern. The battle of the hexes, the battle of the vision, and another tier 3 tower going to fall. Bottom lane, FNG and Skitter just pushing down together. They're making sure that they can't jump the Spectre here by keeping the CM nearby.
It's another perfect push when this buyback is down. There's the zip.
They want to go for it here. Glimmer Cape, keep Spectre alive.
All right, now they want to jump top though because they know everyone's TPing to save Spectre.
Jump in, able to find the Veno. Nice jump. Can they get in there in time though? They go for the boss level 2 onto their ally. Chasing out Vanscore, still has the Winter's Curse available, throws it onto the creep. Oh, that one hurts. A 2-second stun on the Spectre, but they really need that Winter's Curse to bear a little bit more fruit. They can think about jumping in a second. Enrage in 10 seconds. They take down that Spectre very low. Can they kill her off? Yes. 100 seconds, but the buyback comes immediately. Hop back in, trying to take this fight. Hestijo Rotten is down to very low HP. The Echo Slam, it misses yet again. How about Ninja, though? He's low on HP, low on mana, and going to die. He needs to buy back to come and defend in this fight. Potentially.
He's still trying to hold his, maybe thinking that Team Spirit are just going to pack up and leave, but the Spirit Vessel is there for Hestijo. I don't think they're going anywhere.
Jump in with that Enchant Totem. Vanscore has a Winter's Curse in 40 seconds. The big hook stomp. Now the buyback from the Storm wants to find this Lina. There's the Hex that comes out a second time around. 4-step to try and keep alive, as well as the jump in from the Ursa. He needs a couple more batches to make this work. He's found himself Fiver. Can he kill him off in time? With that Nullifier, he's going to be able to find that kill. Everybody who's bought back, there's only 2 left on the Centaur as well as the Winter Wyvern. Centaur, very low HP. They have the Cold Embrace. They're going to be able to keep him alive as Skitter tries to lay into him. And they kill him off. Storm Spirit another round as they get the 2-second stun onto both of these supports. Low heroes, but the ones that are low on the Radiant have buyback, except for the Dark Willow who dies now. Again, that Ursa jumps forward, tries to find this kill. He's not going to be able to get it though. The status resistance, but they have been able to catch Hestijo Rotten. Skitter, the one that's left, they're able to walk away again with Ursa. There's the Cold Embrace, or rather the Winter's Curse onto the Spectre. And the Ursa trying to kill her off, and the Fissure again interrupting that. Can they kill off this Ursa? Living again for the moment. The jump in, Fiver, he takes the moment, he takes him Afro Ninja tries to kill this Earthshaker yet again. FNG, BKB, TP out.
Tangos. Okay.
Oh my god. And now they've got Skinner in their sights. He's caught. He's broken. He's going to be killed off yet again. Stomped is the call as they're all dead. 2 minutes for the Spectre.
Oh, they went for it. This is the play that Furzy tried over and over, running their faces into Team Spirit. But they never collapsed this hard with no buybacks. That buyback status, they're all gone. And now it's time. The Necros are going to pay. It's over. They've done it.
Furzy Dota, they jump in, they stomp them. They haven't had detection all goddamn game, but they show up finally with the Necro books, and they're going to take the win here. And Furzy are going to be as champions. Going
to have to leave the base. And Team Spirit, they felt that moment. That was their chance, that we're outside the base. We have to finally end this game. We might not ever get a shot like this again. It's taken us 60 minutes to find a moment even close to this. And they went all in. 82 kills to 83 in a losing effort for Team Spirit. And Furzy, the squad that has now gone 8-7 throughout, will now qualify the Kuala Lumpur Major. Congratulations. A well-deserved victory. It's just 2 hours. It was supposed to be 2.5 hours. I was just waiting to hear your thought process. Ah, jeez.